You are now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land. True Media Boxing Radio with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Boxing podcast, True Media Boxing Radio. We're back. We back up in this BI. Shout out to everybody, man. Salute to the family. Running a few minutes late. You get what I'm saying? So I was actually on the phone, on the back patio on the phone. So, I'm back. It is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to Summer in November. Shout out to Summer. Shout out to who else we have in the building. As a matter of fact, let me make sure that everyone is on point. Let's see. We got this over here. Have this over here, so I'll do that. Let's go to Rumble. We live on Rumble. And let's go to the other channel. Okay, cool. Shout out to everybody, man, on all listening on Instagram as well. IG. Shout out to everybody on IG, man. Salute. Peace to the family on IG. Hold on. Let me blow this up. Because I can't see. It's too damn small. I got to blow the screen up. Real optimistic, man. Optimism. Hope you guys enjoyed the fights this past weekend. Of course, I did. We went live for the Keyshawn Davis fight, so we was live. I didn't go live Saturday. Now that I think about it, I probably should have went live Saturday, but I was busy, though. I was real busy, man. Hold on, I was real busy. Hold on, let me see. Let me do this right here. Man, I had all right, cool. Put the poll up. Yeah, man, I had somebody call me 12 o'clock my time, asking me was I going to go live after the fight. And I'm like, nah, you know what I mean? I don't even know why I answered the phone, but I just went ahead and answered it anyways. You get what I'm saying? So I went ahead and answered the phone, and I was like, nah, man, shit, but I did see the fight. I saw the fight. So it is what it is. I saw what everybody else saw. So, I mean, Karen Chukhadzhian is a pretty good damn fighter. And I just hope that this is a lesson to a lot of these. I dropped the video, but I did drop a video on it yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw the video. I did drop a video on it. There were some Boots fans that was kind of upset. Hold on. Why, I have no idea. You know what I mean? I really have no idea. But this is the thing, right? When you don't know, just because you don't know who a fighter is doesn't mean he's not good. And I think the issue is, this is the issue. In America, the boxing circles in America they speak in the echo chamber. They speak in the bubble, right? They speak in the bubble, in the echo chamber, and they all have the same logic. If you listen to any boxing fans on YouTube, they all say the same thing, and they all say the same, have the same logic. And it has nothing to do with boxing. Their logic and the stuff that they say has nothing to do with boxing. It has to do with their feelings and their emotions. And shout out to Cleveland, Ohio, salute. It has to do with, well, man, if I like him, I'm a cat for him. And if I don't like him, or if I feel he a threat to the fighter that I like, I'm going to say everything to tear that dude down because I don't like him. But it's all about their feelings and emotions. And, it's hilarious to me. It's hilarious to me. And in particular, the old crusty niggas. I was looking at an old crusty nigga YouTube channel came across my feed. Old crusty nigga YouTube channel came across my feed. And I said, let me hear what this nigga talking about. I'm sitting and listening to this nigga. And he's sitting there nigga explaining. I'm seeing goddamn crest. I'm seeing doggone crest. Falling everywhere. Just old crusty. When they talk, you hear all the crest and crackle and kringle, and you get what I'm saying? I say, boy, crusty nigga logic. I tell you what, hey, shout out to Brandon. What you say? The fact? You say the fight was during my party, so I missed it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can always watch the replay. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed your enjoyed it. Enjoyed your party. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I sit back, man, look at this crust and crackling every goddamn well. Man, these old niggas make me sick. Like let me tell you something. These old ass niggas, these old crusty niggas in boxing, these boxing YouTube channel, they remind me of the, like, nigga, we ain't marching no more, fam. This ain't marching and singing old swing low, sweet cherry. Yeah, there ain't none of that there, dog. Like, listen, man, you crusty niggas got a doggone a male groupie criteria mindset, and some of these new dudes think they're important. Fam, you ain't important, fam. You're not important. Don't nobody give a damn about who you is, cause you got a title. These niggas become lawyers. The motherfucker they watch 2 episodes of Law and Order. Now they a lawyer. Motherfucker, he managed a McDonald's when he was growing up, and and he got a YouTube channel. Now that nigga hollering about he a manager. I'm a manager. I'm a lawyer. I'm this. I'm that. I'm like, yeah. True. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm tired of these crusty niggas, man. We gotta run these crusty niggas off the block. These crusty niggas got to go. We gotta run the old crusties off the block. They get on my goddamn nerves. For real. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, when I saw this fight, you know who I thought about? This is the honest to God truth. You know who I thought about when I saw this fight? I thought about Brian Norman Sr. I thought about B. I say, hey, hold on. I could pull the receipts up now. I could pull the receipts up. When I interviewed him, he was on the show. He said, man, when Boots, he said, when has Boots ever slept anybody? Y'all remember that? Man, Boots ain't slept nothing. This man, listen, man, they been matchmaking this man real good. That's all it's been. He ain't just slept. He ain't slept nobody. I was like, God damn. Cause before the fight, he was like, yeah, man, Boots, cause I know, hey, shout out to Eric Gomez. To this day. Cause I know Bozy was like, yeah, man, we don't make the adjustments, man. Yeah, man, we gonna get him out of there this time. And Boots is like, yeah, he gonna get him out of there this time. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all what it really is. And Karen wasn't saying anything. I noticed that, right? Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on, let me pull up. Karen wasn't saying nothing. I said, damn, Karen quiet than a motherfucker. Karen chugga don't say nothing. You know what I mean? Chugga don't say nothing. Chugga ain't, he about a lot of things, but he ain't with all that cap. Chugga like, man, I ain't worried about this shit. I'm like, Chugga, you do know you in Philly now. The Homo Wallow and Gilly. Wallow and Gilly the kid. Yeah, man, I don't even know who they is, man. Damn, Karen, you ain't scared? Nah, ain't nothing to be scared about. Karen, you sure about that? Hey, shout out to GSB TV. Salute to you, brother. Hey, so they were like, Karen, are you sure about that? Yeah, no, yeah, man, I'm sure, man. You know, I ain't scared. I'm like, okay, cool. So, fight started out. And I do know that Boots wanted to get the man out of there. I know he wanted to get him out of there. Again, Boots is a great fighter. He's a great fighter. You know, but Karen came to fight. And I think that now I did have Boots winning the fight. I'm not gonna say a lot winning the fight. I did have him winning the fight. I don't agree with this scorecard, 119-107. I don't know what the hell that judge was watching. I don't know if he was a part of the Jaron Boots Ennis family, or he was a part of the Matchroom, or he was a part of Matchroom, Eddie Hearn family. But 119-107 is ridiculous. True. I ain't never seen no shit like that. 119-107. It's ridiculous. What'd you say, Gray? You said where the link at? I haven't dropped the link yet. I'll drop it in a minute. Because I gotta get Brian Norman on. I gotta get Brian Norman on first. Yeah, so it's ridiculous. I don't know what the hell he was looking at. 119-107? Like, which fight was he watching? You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So anyways, I told you guys, a lot of these Eastern European fighters, and I've been saying this for a minute on this show, have gotten a lot better. What I notice is when it's the fighter that they don't like, when it's the fighter that they hate, and he fights an Eastern European fighter, oh, he ain't fought nobody, he ain't did this, he ain't did that. When it's a fighter that they when it's a fighter that they do like, and he fight an Eastern European fighter, Karen Chukhadzhian, there's a different standard criteria. And the reason why is because these guys suffer from confirmation bias. Told you this, they suffer from confirmation bias. You get what I'm saying? And they only want, when it's a fighter that they don't like, they want to look for information, or they even create shit that confirms what they want to believe about as it relates to their dislike for the individual. You get what I'm saying? And vice versa. So that's pretty much how it goes down. A lot of these guys don't have a boxing criteria. It's something that Antonio Tarver said that I totally agree with. We got to stop. When I say we, I'm talking about boxing fans online, have to stop crowning these fighters, these young fighters, so goddamn soon. I'm tired of hearing about a nigga that's supposed to be the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. He's not. None of these niggas is. I'm tired of hearing about, yeah, man, this dude, because he beat up 15 tomato cans and he looking like superstar Billy Graham, that he'll do this to this world-class elite fighter, yada, yada, yada. No, it doesn't work that way. Boxing on social media, especially YouTube and Twitter and Reddit, because I'm a part of Reddit groups, I'm a part of Facebook boxing groups, and I told you guys, the guys who are pretty much running boxing on social media is the millennials and Gen Z. The Gen Zers and the millennials. That's who's running boxing on social media. And me, I'm Generation X. Now, not all Gen Xers think like me. You got some Gen Xers, they have that old, they have that new school mentality. They get caught up in, because they see the nigga hit the pads real pretty like Floyd and Roger Mayweather, that he the second coming of doggone Pretty Boy Floyd. Not Money May, but Pretty Boy Floyd. Or he the second coming of Roy Jones Jr. in his prime, or he the second coming of Sugar Ray Leonard. Like, I told you guys this shit before. Some reporter, I don't know what reporter it was, they went to hollering about, yeah, man, these are the four kings. They said Tank, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, and who else it was? Teofimo Lopez? The four kings. And I'm like, what four kings? They like to shit and defecate on the old school fighters, but then they want to take credit and claim, yeah, he Sugar Ray, he Roy, he didn't see that. No, the only way he can beat Sugar Ray, he got to do what the hell Sugar Ray did. See, these niggas today, they want the accolades without having to do what Marvelous Marvin Hagler did. Didn't nobody give him nothing. That nigga, man, Hagler had 49 professional fights before he got a shot at the title on his 50th fight. And you gotta know Hagler, my favorite fighter of all time. One of them, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all, like, they be giving these dudes accolades for doing nothing. I'm hearing these niggas how good they is in sparring. Nigga know how to jump rope real good. He do pad work real good. Nigga got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dedicated YouTube channels who are male groupies of certain fighters And you know, because they group is of a certain fighter, yeah, man, boy, you heard that Chota said? Like, nigga, like, come on, fam. Like, they gotta quit the cap. Then y'all looking at these Eastern European fighters holler about their Euro bombs. No, there's a lot of American bombs. True. Be quick to call a motherfucker Euro bomb like shit. These Europeans don't got a whole lot better. And that's the thing. I totally agree with Antonio Tarver on this. And I very seldom agree with Tarver on some things, but I agree with him on this here. We got to stop crowning these kids because you putting too much pressure on them. You put too much pressure on them, they're going to watching these videos, they're going to reading these press clippings on boxing scene and this and that. All these media outlets are biased, have their own biases, right, for the most part. And they're part of the old guard. When I say the old guard, I mean like you got the old guard on this shit is people who wanted, you know, people who had close relationships with certain promotional companies or certain fighters or certain managers, and then their information becomes compromised because of their relationship with that particular promotional company or fighter or whatever, because they want to continue to get access to the guy. So that's what happens, you know, when their information becomes compromised, and then they start to become male groupies. They start doing the cha-cha slide. It's very obvious what's going on when you look at any channel and one guy is making a whole bunch of I hate a certain fighter videos all goddamn day. You're going to say, goddamn, now I'm looking at over the past 30 days, my nigga, you done made 45 different variations of the same video. Because that's what drives the algorithms for him and his subscribers. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, so, bro, we got to stop crowning these niggas. Ain't none of these niggas no 4 kings. Ain't none of these niggas no goddamn second coming of Roy Jones. And I'm tired of hearing about the eye test. That eye test shit, that eye test shit, we need to bury that shit there too. True. Yeah, man, he passed the eye test. He passed the eye test. What the fuck that mean? Of course he passed the eye test. Fighting Hobo Sam, Shorty Big Nuts, Pork Chop Willie, Hog Head Cheese, Chico Stick. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, he passed the eye test. But I say this, like me, I got an old school boxing criteria. And I told you guys, I got my criteria right here. You ain't got no channels. You ain't got no channel on YouTube. Got a criteria, and I read mine all the time. You know, my thing is this: I don't know what a fighter have until he get in the ring with a certain level of competition. That's going to tell you everything you need to know. Karen Chukhadzhian is a damn good fighter. Didn't nobody know who he was when Boots fought him the first time, when he fought on the Tank Davis undercard. Karen had great footwork that fight. He lost every round. He didn't engage, you know, but he had great footwork, pivots very, very well, feint, stuff like that. And whenever he did let his hands go in that first fight, he was catching Boots. This fight right here, him and Boots was going at it. Lord knows if he would have had any punching power, we might be, if Karen would have had any punching power, we might be telling a different story today. You get what I'm saying? And what I do like about what Karen did in this fight, Karen decided I'm fighting this guy for the IBF strap, and I'm fighting him in his own backyard in Philly. So I'm going to have to change my strategy. And he fought on that front foot. He came to fight. Just didn't have enough punching power. Hurt Boots a few times. Boots hurt him quite a few times throughout the fight. And then Karen finished strong in the championship rounds, especially the last round. Did Boots win the fight? Absolutely, Boots won the fight. I gave him the fight. He definitely won the fight. The 119, 107, I don't know, bro. The 119, 107, bro. Was that Tim Cheatham? Was that Tim Cheatham? You get what I'm saying? Let me send the link. Let me send the link to my brother. Send the link to my brother. Let me send it to I don't know who the fuck that was. You know what I mean? You know, like, you get what I'm saying? I don't like, what's somebody, was that Tim Cheatham? Motherfucker, like, he won, 119, 107. I'm like, bro, what fight was he watching? But I gotta get Brian Norman on. I thought about Brian. I thought about B. Hey. There you go. I'm sending it to him now. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, I'm sending it to him now. Hold on. Wait. What the fuck? Nah, sorry about that. Hold on. No. What did I do? I think I put it on there twice. Sorry about that. Wait a minute, y'all. I gotta send them the link again. Copyright there. Let me send them the link again. Let me send Brian the link again. Hold on, family. Bear with me one moment. Sorry about that, y'all. Best bear with me. A little technical difficulty. Right quick. All right, cool. Let me send it to him again. Cause I wanna make sure that I have him on first. I will drop the link, but I want to make sure I had it. Hold on. Click the link below. Send that right there. Wow. I guess it's doing it. I guess it's doing it like that then. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's up, man. Anyways, before we get into the show, we got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that facetiously because you guys know I do not believe none of this shit I'm saying. But I'm just saying that because I know a lot of these niggas are Hamanites. So we got to say all praises due to the Most High, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name the names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Yes, sir. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. I want to look at what the fans are saying. Cause see, I can say one thing out of my mouth, but I always like to go to what the fans are saying online. Because we do it for the people, by the people, other people, because we come from the people. See, I like to go directly to what the people say. Because I listen to what the people say, right? And you know what your eyes have shown you this past weekend. So, who am I to argue with the people? I'm not here to persuade you any other way. You have said what you needed to say. Let me go ahead and pull up what the people talking about. Let me see. Let's see. Where is that? What the people talking about? We're gonna talk about Keyshawn, we're gonna talk about Abdullah Mason, we're gonna talk about some of everybody today, but the primary target of information today is Karen Chukhadzhian and Jaron Boots Ennis. So let's see what's happening. What is it, Michael Benson? Let me go to Michael Benson. Let's go to Michael Benson. But I got a video I want to show too. I think it's a fight hype video. And the people on that fight hype video are letting their voices be heard. You know what I mean? So as I said before, I can say what I want to say out of my mouth, but the people. Yeah, people, boy. Hey, I heard the video with Eddie Hearn. I let Eddie Hearn say, like, look, man, we gotta beat doggone. Look, man, I want to do this fight with Oscar De La Hoya, man, but we gotta beat doggone Virgil Ortiz now, cause hey, listen, you can't lose to this guy. If you lose to this guy, I'm gonna stop talking to you. I'm waiting on B to get on. So let me drop the link. Let me drop the link for Greg. Hey, ain't he shaking like booty meat? Ain't he shaking? Eddie over there shaking like booty meat. And I'm hearing what people saying. People like, man, if that dude would have had any kind of punching power, what you think Virgil Ortiz would have did to Boots? What you think Virgil would have did? So, hey, bro, the people. Hey, listen, I'm hearing what the people talk about. Now, if you Boots, let me tell you something. From a business standpoint, if you Boots, this is a good thing. Because if people looking at you like food, now, and people rubbing their head like the Birdman, like, oh no, boy, I got that Karen Chukhadzhian, bro, I seen Boots get hit with a 4-punch combination. You get what I'm saying? And that's not good for any fighter. I don't care who the fight is, whether it's Canelo, whether it's Bivol, whether it's Alexander Usyk, one of my favorite fighters right now, Terrence Crawford, Manuel the Monster, Devin Haney, Shakur. I'm like, fam, don't nobody want to get. I mean, it happens in boxing. But bro, I think by Karen fighting on the front foot the way he did for a good part of that fight, and holding his ground in the middle of it was an entertaining. It was a damn good fight. It was a damn good fight, bro. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. It was an entertaining fight, and I do know that a lot of people was upset because they felt like that Boots should have knocked this dude out. And then Boots said before the fight they were gonna knock him out, and his dad and all that stuff there. So I do get it. But bro, like, somebody forgot to tell Karen that he was supposed to lay down. You get what I'm saying? Somebody was supposed to tell Karen that he was supposed to lay down. And this is the thing. We got to stop hyping these niggas up, dog. Let these young fighters, time will tell who they are based on who they fight. As I tell you guys, I have a criteria. My boxing criteria is this. My boxing criteria ain't got nothing to do with no interview with no fighters or trainers. I give 25 fucks about that. My criteria don't have nothing to do with how much swag you got, how pretty your costume look when you come to the ring, how many tattoos you have, how many male group of YouTube channels speak highly of you. That's not my criteria. How many butts you put in seats or how many Instagram or TikTok followers you have. I give 25 fucks. I'm not the guy. My criteria is this. What's the level of competition? Who you fought? I have 5. How many top 10 fighters have you fought? Did you dominate the weight division if you stayed there? How many career-defining fights have you had? And did you fight the best in the division? That's my criteria. That's it. All boxing criteria. And then we'll sit back and and look at all of that. Anyway, without further delay, let's give our good brother, my brother, your brother, the other brother. You know what I mean? Brian Norman Sr. We call him B on this part. Let's give a round of applause. Let's give a round of applause. Give a round of applause, man. What's going on?
What's going on, Coach? Man, you all right?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Right now, I'm on that sticky icky right now. I'm feeling good. You get what I'm saying? Hey, B, look here, man. Listen, bro. I'm telling you, I'm watching this fight this past Saturday. I don't mean to jump right into it.
Cool.
No, you know what? Before I do that, let us know what's going on. What's going on with your son? When is he? When are we expecting him back in back in the ring again?
They got it set right now for March because they don't have no dates in January. Not sure if they got something in February, but they don't have nothing in January, so they got it set for March right now. Hopefully we can get a little closer, maybe February if we can. But right now it looks like March. Right now it looks like March, early March. Okay, early March.
So to anybody who don't know, let everybody know why Junior wasn't fighting on the Keyshawn Davis on the card.
He had hand surgery on July the 29th. It was supposed to be healed in 8 weeks. 8 weeks would have put it at the end of September. So we would have had it. I was like, he was still working with the other hand. So he was still working, still running, still training, still doing everything he could with the other hand. But as far as sparring, he couldn't never spar. So he tried to spar when it was ready. And he wasn't ready. It was tender. Hurt, you know what I'm saying? It was tender. It wasn't quite ready. So we didn't want to risk going out and him hurt, re-injuring and shit. Like that had been his 3rd surgery. Well, this is his 3rd surgery. So we didn't want to risk him re-injuring it. When he went to the doctor on the 25th of September, they said he needed about 3-4 more weeks. So he ended up sparring back again, I think, in the middle of October. He perfect now. He good. He ready to go.
All right, man. Look here, man. I'm finna get straight to it. Now, I saw your video you did. I think you dropped the video on your Instagram. Fight Hype reposted it. You was laughing and kikiing. Let everybody know what that's all about, because I got some tough questions for you today. Some tough ones.
Hey, I like the tougher the questions, the better. I mean, the better. All right. That was honestly, it wasn't gloating. It wasn't gloating. It was me proving that I knew what the fuck I was talking about. And what I was saying was, I never said that Boots wasn't a good fighter. Still not saying he's a good fighter. He's not a good fighter because he is. He's a tremendous fighter. I'm still a fan of his. I was just saying that when I went to, hell, I told you personally, showed you the TV and the breakdown and the whole night. Yeah. So I was just going back looking at it. I was like, wait a minute, this guy ain't been tested at all. Like, none of his opponents have a chance in hell of beating him. None of his opponents from the starting bell, they either too short, too small, too slow, too flat-footed. They always too something where they don't stand a chance in hell of beating him. You know what I mean? So the way I break down my son's opponent is I look at the fighter, I look at what the fighter's doing, I look at what the other fighter's doing, and then I look at what that fighter is doing when something is coming at him. I look at what that fighter is doing when somebody hits him. I look at what that fighter is doing when he get caught up in, you know what I'm saying, when he get caught up in certain situations. And I started to notice this motherfucker when he get caught up in shit because wasn't nobody doing nothing. They didn't have a chance. They was like light years away from him. And as far as reach, they were either so flat-footed, all he had to do was move slightly to the left or to the right, and they couldn't get to him to save their fucking life. Like, it was crazy. So when I came back, when I noticed that, and then came back and did interviews saying that, of course, just because I'm talking, people don't like me just because I talk. You know what I'm saying? Just because I open my mouth, people gonna have a problem with what I say, which is I don't give a shit. I don't care. Anyway, but I'm gonna speak my truth, and my truth is going to come to be true. Even past this, it's going to come fruition, and all of y'all, every last person that got something bad to say, you gonna see the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because my boy is delivering some serious shit, and he ain't but 23 years old. Anyway, fast forward to what else I was talking about. I say he's never been tested. I've always said when he gets tested, then we'll see. I know he does not like to fight. Hear me. He does not like to fight. When somebody fights him back, he gives you a roll or two, and then he either going to punch back or he going to grab you and hold you. You know what I mean? I noticed that he doesn't like to fight. He's going to grab and go in the clinch. We don't hold at all. I don't believe in clinch. I want to fight. We want to fight. You know what I mean? So it was just, like I said, it was certain things that I noticed, and it was just as I said. I had gave more details to other people, and when he was getting cracked with, I was like, I knew that motherfucker defense wasn't that good. It was like, these people are a lot of years away from him, so they're not gonna hit him anyway. So it looked like he got good defense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, the thing that get me is this here. What surprised you in this fight? Because this is what I don't like. What I'm discussing with American boxing online. We look at these Eastern European fighters and some of these fighters because we don't know their names. A lot of these guys over here don't do the research on them. That we chump them off as being Euro bombs or this or that, right? And it's like, no, if you do the research on them, like you're a trainer, so you study these fighters, this motherfucker good. He got good boxing pedigree. Yeah, this motherfucker, he don't seen every style, known the man fighting all over the world and stuff like that. But over here, they're not a part of the popular fighter echo chamber, over here. So when we see here fighters by the name of Karen, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, so I call him Karen Chukhadzhian. So you got somebody like Karen Chukhadzhian.
I watch the show, man. True.
Yeah, Karen Chukhadzhian. I'm gonna tell you something. He was letting his hands go. Now Boots won the fight.
Now go back, because of course that was the only one I had to watch. That I had to watch what Boots was doing, where somebody was actually doing something to him. So that was the only competitive fight that I had to go off of. And when I watched that fight, let me give you what you're looking at. When I watched that fight, I knew that Boots had a problem with fighters that move. And I'm not talking about running around the ring, because this man didn't run around the ring. His movement also gave Boots trouble last night. And let me tell you how. And I can give the blueprint, because Boots not going to be able to fix what the problem I'm finna tell you he got. He locks his knees. He locks both of his knees. The front knees are locked. So when you step off to the side, when he was planted the punch, and you step off to the side of him, he's a mile away. You remember the first fight I was watching? He might have punched, and it was so amateur. It's like, this man is way over here, and he threw a fucking punch. You know what I mean? It's because he simply stepped to the side. He's not. He's used to flat-footed fighters that they gave him, placed them right in front of him, You know what I mean? And he could sit there and beat on him. This guy moved to the side. When he moved to the side, he might have threw a jab, and that shit was like, this far away from his face. That's the first fight. I was like, what the fuck? It was the most amateurish shit I seen. Now, of course, that's still no disrespect. It happens or whatever. This is not shitting on him. I'm just giving you what I saw. And for you to miss that big, again, you can go watch the first fight and you'll see what I'm talking about. For you to miss that big, that says something. Like, you don't miss that damn big. You don't swing for a hook and swing all the way around. He did a 360 the first round. First fight. He did it again this fight. That's how desperate he was. Yeah, so I was just looking at certain situations, man. Again, he just used to having everything handed to him on a platter. He's not used to fighting at all. He used to just people being afraid of him, and he goes to town with him, and that's just what he used to. So this time he faced a good fighter, a good boxer, a good mover. I have nothing but respect for Karen Chukhadzhian. I ain't got nothing but respect for Karen Chukhadzhian and any other fighter, to be honest with you, that get in the ring and give their 1,000% and train for it and work for it. I mean, this is a hard job to do, man. So I don't disrespect nobody and say they nobody. You know what I mean? That now, I'm saying that you may catch me say that something like he ain't fought nobody. Yeah, I'm gonna say that that's just all his fan love and war. But as far as that, ultimately I respect all fighters that actually train and do what they're supposed to do.
All right, man. So listen, man. So I'm looking at what the people saying under these videos, where they were showing the results of Boots winning the fight. A lot of the fans were disappointed. They didn't know who Karen was. They've been hearing stuff like Boots is the second coming of Roy Jones, and he'll beat Crawford because he's a switch hitter and he's athletic and he's like this superhuman fighter. And when the people did not get the outcome that they desired, again, Boots won the fight. He won the fight. I did not agree with the 119-107 score. I don't know what the hell that judge was looking at. But my thing is, if you put yourself in the boxing fans' shoes, B. The boxing fans are hearing all of this stuff from different channels and different outlets and stuff like that about this guy. They don't know who Karen is, and then when this guy is performed admirably in a loss against Boots, they're like, wait a minute, they go to second guessing themselves. Is that the fault of the boxing fans? Do you feel like, hey, well, you know what? Because I can show you what they saying in the chats and in the comment section.
I've read it all. Let me tell you, this is how I feel about anything. Any video you want to know how the fans feel, you read the first 10 to 12 comments, and the rest of them will echo that because people are just known to follow. Yeah. So when they get in, they read the first 10 to 12 comments, and whatever is said, the rest of it's going to be an echo of that. So I already know how they go. I've read all the comments. I've seen everything they got to say. Now I'm going to say this. It definitely was that 109, whatever the hell else.
119, 107.
19, yeah. Now, see, that's the reason that we had a problem with fighting in Philly and they had to pay this and pay that. There you go right there. That's the fucking reason. Like, we didn't want to go fight in his hometown and risk getting robbed by some shit like that. But now I want to get off topic. I'm going to get to what I got to say next later. So now with that, we didn't want to risk that. So that was a bullshit ass score. You asked me, was it the fault of the fans for giving him that title? No.
The expectations. They felt like Boots did not live up. I mean, he won the fight. But
I'm about to tell you what I think it was. I don't think it was the fans' fault. I think it was trickery. I said it on many interviews before. It was smoke and mirrors. The PBC that he got with and Cameron Duncan, his protector, because he was once our protector also too. We had the same match. That's how we got affiliated with Boots. He's good at protecting his fighters and finding opponents to make them look good. He knew what the fuck he doing. You know what I'm saying? Same thing that Floyd did. You get flat-footed fighters. If you get a athletic fighter, you get. I mean, to compare him to Roy Jones, though, when you thinking back, looking at what he did Saturday night and saying he's the next Roy Jones, you got to feel dumb as hell for that. I never thought that. That's the craziest shit in the world. But it was just smoke and mirrors, man. They gave him the right opponents. They knew they knew his strengths, and they gave him opponents to make his strengths look better than what they are. And we all ate it up. I ate it up myself until I told you I went and watched, and I watched as a trainer when I'm about to compete with you, and I was like, this is some bullshit. Now again, at the time I'm like, well, it's so many things I don't know. But now, after watching Karen Chukhadzhian, it's a lot of things I do know. Now I'm gonna get to what I was about to say. We knocking his ass out, no matter what.
Listen, I'm glad you said that.
We knocking his ass out.
What said you about the people who say, you know what, Karen did what you guys was afraid to do. Y'all did all this talking and all this stuff there. Karen went there and fought the man. Y'all say everything, but let's fight. Why you ain't fight him?
Karen went there and fought the man, gave a valiant effort, and one judge gave that motherfucker 1 round. That's why. We champions. We not contenders. We are world champions. We are Boots equal. We not Boots lesser. I seen something this morning where a motherfucker told me, I feel like y'all don't deserve a fight with Boots. We don't deserve. How the fuck should you have to deserve a fight with this man right here who's a world champion that hasn't fought a notable name? We fought a more notable name than he did. We fought a more notable name than he did with Giovanni Santillan because Giovanni Santillan was set to beat us. He was supposed to beat us. You can't name one fighter that Boots fought that had a 5% chance or a 10% chance of beating him. That they expected, 10%. Karen Chukhadzhian was plus 1275.
Damn.
Plus 1275. That means you bet $100, you win $1,275. My son, his last fight was plus 450. That means if you bet on my son, you bet $100, you win $450. My son was a underdog. Boots has never even been a quarter dog. You know what I mean? Like he's always been the super dog in all of his opponents. So I'm sick of these people saying what's going on. Again, I keep giving this comparison, but that's what it is. You put an 8-foot goal out there, you put a child in front of him, and you give him a fucking basketball, do your thing. And that's what he did. It's simple as that. Simple as that, man. You got so many fighters in the world, man. No fighter that you've seen, you can go watch his opponents. You don't know any of his opponents. David Avenesian, they was giving him so much credit and even comparing him to Bud, saying he took him out in the same amount of time as Bud and blah, blah, blah. Or he did it faster than Bud because he didn't come out for the 6th round. Wait a minute. Go check that over me. Go ahead, check over. He
knocked him out.
Listen, he did it faster than Bud, but check it out. Watch this. David Avenesian had been on a 2-year layoff, coming off of a fucking knockout cold by Bud Crawford. He was on a 2-year layoff, and he's coming on 1 month notice. What credit are y'all getting at? At that point, then it's like, bro, what the fuck are y'all doing now? You was just picking at David Avocado, and now all of a sudden David Avocado is a world-class fighter, top-tier fighter, because he got knocked out by Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? Giovanni Santillan just knocked out Alexa Rocha, who knocked out Blair Flair. So we at least got names attached to us. We got some names attached to us, and we went out and destroyed the man that everybody said we didn't have a chance with. We fought an Olympian and Quentin Rounder. Yeah. No matter how bad it looked. We won that thing 10 rounds. I don't care about the smothering. You can say what you want to say. Yeah. I've never seen Boots fight an Olympian. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's the name? What's the name of the Olympian? Karen? Karen is I thought Karen was an Olympian, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Oh, good job.
I could. Hold on, let me look it up. I could be wrong.
You may be right. I don't know. But hey, again, they never gave him. They never gave Karen a chance in here. Karen was a bum. The only reason he survived is because he ran. This time, Karen started and stepped right to him.
He did.
He stepped right to him. He was right where Boots wanted him. I have been saying this other thing. I think I might have told you this too. Boots is pillow fisted.
Yeah, you said that.
He pillow fisted. I said, look, I texted his daddy before the fight, and a couple days before the fight, and I told him your son hit like a girl. Yeah, I did. That's why his daddy was saying, get him out of here. I'm telling you. That's why his daddy just wanted him to get out of here. He laughed at me or whatever, saying this and that. All fun and game, but that's the truth. You got the man in front of you that's there to fight. Knock his ass out. A guy standing there and fight my son, he dropped bricks like Boots was dropping on him. He going to sleep.
Yeah.
He going to sleep. Ain't nobody gonna tell you different.
I think that's why the boxing fans were shocked because Boots did drop him. I think Boots dropped him in the 9th round. He took a knee.
He did drop him. Right.
Boots caught him with a good uppercut. He finished off that combo. Yeah. He took a knee. But he got up.
He better move. He smartly took a knee instead of sitting up trying to be brave. He knew what he was doing. I mean, that was very smart. Very smart fighter. Like again, I have nothing but respect for Karen. I mean, he did a tremendous job.
Yeah, he got my respect. He definitely got my respect.
Came out of this fight way up here. And Boots just came way down here. And I'm not saying that that Karen is above Boots. I'm just mean from where they were when this fight started. Because Boots was already up here. So Boots got knocked the fuck down. Karen got knocked the fuck up. As far as in the boxer's eyes. You know what I'm saying? As far as the expectations and things of that nature. So now Karen is a name because now he's attached to Boots.
Right.
You got it? Albanesian became a name because he was attached to Bud knocking him out. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy how it works. You know what I mean? But simple as this, if you want to look at the competition with Giovanni, a guy that came to fight, a guy throwing up, he was warrior, valiant warrior, gave valiant effort in his hometown. Everything was against us. You got Boots, everything is in his favor. We come out on top in a more devastating fashion than what Boots just did. We come out on top in a way more devastating fashion, and not to keep it real with you, we going on the streak of that. You're gonna see from now on. That's what you're gonna see. That's what we gunning for. We ain't going for it, and that's why we didn't go ahead and take that fight. Because if you look at Jesus Perez, my son had one hand. Anybody want to go back and watch that fight? They want to say he didn't look good, he didn't look this. Go back and watch that fight. My son had one hand. He had one hand. He jabbed him all night long. He might have touched him with the right and go back to the jab. Jab, hook, move. You want to go watch his footwork? People say about his style, say he don't have he got a different kind of style. Go watch it. Go watch his prior fights. He don't just stand there and get hit. I asked him, this one guy this morning, I come through with and say, your son get hit too. I said, in what fight have you ever seen my son get hit like Boots got hit that Saturday night? And Perez, I said the Perez situation to him. He was like, no, he did get hit. I said, okay, well, I'm watching the fight. I don't see that shit. Do me a favor. Screen record where my son is getting hit like Boots was getting hit and send it to me. You know, I ain't heard nothing since. You know what I'm saying? I ain't heard nothing since. These people don't have nothing to stand on. All this shit is fanfare and what they told you're supposed to believe and the names you're supposed to know. You got to remember, all of these, Mike Tyson once was unknown. Floyd Mayweather once was unknown. You know what I mean? These people, Roy Jones once was unknown. Muhammad, I can go on. These people have to have a start somewhere. And my son is at his start, and he's about to, he going to take it over. At this point right now, I do believe that he is the best in the welterweight division, and he going to come prove it.
Okay, so in order you did end on this note. You said he's going to have to come prove it, because the only way we're going to know, he's going to have to prove it by fighting other guys. Absolutely. If he beat those other guys, then we're not on the Boots road. We're not on the Boots road. We're not looking for we're not just looking for opponents. No, we're not on the Boots road. Okay, so will we get? Do you think when your son come back? I know that Top Rank they got to fight for him, or maybe I don't know yet, but. Do you think that we can get a Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Boots Ennis fight next year?
Oh, we will. I don't see why we won't.
Will it be in Philly, or do you want to do it in Vegas?
The same day I text his daddy. I mean, of course, it's a business situation, and we not the ones putting the money up. But I texted his daddy, and I told his daddy, I told him he hit like a girl. And then he, laughing, or whatever. I was like, yeah, no, y'all still cool with me. Like, yeah, no, I ain't got nothing but respect for you. And then we was like, because I was telling him the reason I even texted him in the first place, because he keep doing interviews like he didn't know that we wanted to fight. Or they don't want to fight. Motherfucker, you knew we wanted to fight. I was texting you every single day. I text Bozy every single day of that negotiation. I told him what was going on. I told him where we was at. I said, look, man, we've been waiting. It's been 7 days. They ain't respond. I told him what was going on. I said, get on him, man. I know time running out, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling Bozy this. Thank you, brother. But I got the screenshot, but I don't believe in doing that shit. But if y'all get pressed and he get to talk some other shit, I'm going to put him out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, they get on him, let them know, man, so we can go and get this done, blah, blah, blah. Because we had a potential, our opponent we got right now, we already had a potential opponent set up anyway. But Boots was a bigger fight, so we was gonna take that fight instead. You know what I mean? So anyway, so I mean, like I said, I text Boots in the first place, telling him, hey man, let's get it done. Get on Eddie. I'm telling you, they bullshitting y'all. I don't know what they telling y'all, but they not even responding to us. They said they didn't get the offer, blah blah blah. We sent them off. I called you. I sent the offer. All right, brother, I'm gonna get on them. I'm gonna make sure they quit dragging their feet. Cool. I got all those text messages. So what he said after that was, I was like, all right, well, shit. He said, when I said he hit like a girl, he's all right, well, come prove it or something like that. And I was like, I said, I'm down with it. I said, well, let's do this then. I said, I heard y'all say, I said, because my only problem is Philly. My only problem is going to Philly. I said, I'll tell you what.
But you offered to go to Philly.
Listen, if we go to Philly, you're going to have to pay us to come to Philly. We will go to Philly.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I
I don't have a problem going to Philly. That's not an issue. You're gonna pay us though.
Yeah.
Why would we want to go to Philly, deal with all of that bullshit with that, and dealing with a fucking 119? Come on, bro. Who wants to deal with that? My son is a world champion. Y'all making me people. The fans are making me hear my son superior, but he not.
So what you're saying? What you're saying is they want you to come to Philly because of the odds that's going to be against you and your son, and with the judging and all kind of stuff.
You see what
they're going to have to.
You see what they did us in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You see what they did? The commission, when my son knocked that man out, the commissioner put me out the ring. Everybody was in the ring. He was so upset to me celebrate that you could go watch the tape. The man went and put me out the ring. So while everybody was in that celebrating, I had to hug my son over the ropes from outside the ring. My son's first world title, I had to hug him from outside the ring. You can go watch it. We know that, man. That's what I'm saying. And that's part of the pedigree that built my son into what he is now. Boots has never, and I'm going to say this, he has never went around the country. He never went around the country going to the different gyms, sparring everybody, in different basements, sparring everybody, looking for work. And work always came to Boots. We the ones that go to Boots. You know what I mean? We the ones that go down to the basement. We the ones that go over to Baltimore. We the ones that go to California. We the ones that go to Texas. We the ones that go to Virginia. We go to these places looking for this work. He's not going nowhere. Everything he doing is in-house. It's in his comfort in his own home. That don't build better pedigree. My whole point about Boots, I think about him being tested also, was they had put him so high that now he has to learn in front of the world. He didn't get, and you see, he sound like a little boy at the end. He has to learn and become a man in front of the world because y'all gave him everything, and now the world done. They overdid their job. The matchmakers overdid their job because now y'all didn't give him no kind of fucking test. Y'all didn't give him shit to go on. He has never been in a fight. He's never been in a fight where he been cut. Never been in a fight where he been dropped. Never been in a fight where he been hurt. Never been in a fight where the motherfucker actually wanted to fight. And you can't say that's because he's just that good. That's a fucking lie. You just seen Karen, a man you didn't even know, give him all the shit he can handle. Cracking him all in his shit. Now think if that was a Madrimov. Think if that was a Brian Norman Jr. He'd be sleep. He was getting cracked with some serious shit.
Yeah, he got stung a few times.
He got cracked a few times. He got cracked some serious shit a lot.
Yeah, he did.
And the thing is, you are not going to find no tape who want to say my son get hit too. Find that tape, post that tape, and show where he's getting hit worse than Boots was getting hit that night. My son does not get hit like that.
So what about the people who would say, okay, I hear what you're saying about if they want you to come to Philly, that they're going to have to pay you more money because of the odds.
Let me finish. That's over with. So-called. Boza say, my bad, I do that sometimes. Boza say, me and Boza conversation is, okay, cool. We won't do it in Atlanta. We won't do it in Philly. How about Vegas? I had already said I was cool with Vegas anyway. Yeah. Vegas is cool. Let's do that. So now he said, good brother, we own. I said, we own. So he going to talk to his people. I'm talking to my people. You got some people, why won't Bob do this? Why? My son just became a world champion in August. And this fight was negotiated in August. So what are y'all talking about? Why won't Bob? Bob had his own plans. We ain't got to go with their plans. My son 23, this man 27. We was on a different trajectory of what we gonna do. But if you want us to jump off of our trajectory and jump up to your trajectory, go to your hometown, you're gonna pay something for it. My son would have took home $810,000. Don't nobody got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. It's not worth it to us. You know what I mean? We not over here struggling and scraping for no motherfucking money. It's not worth it for us. We good.
So why not? Let's say next year come around, right?
Yeah.
We learned something very valuable when Terrence Crawford fought Errol Spence, and he said that he tried to, and I know Bud personally. I spoke to him. He said the story, and Errol Spence said it as well. You know him personally as well. That he said he had to go. Al Heyman was blocking the fight, and he just ended up calling Errol, right. And that's how they got to the bottom of it. Why don't your son and Boots come together themselves and say, look, man, let's get.
That's what me and Bozy come in. That's what we trying to do. That's me and Bozy, because Boots don't talk. My son don't talk. But my son ain't even talk to Boots, and I know Boots ain't even talk to my son. They're not that kind. They ain't that type. Now my boy ain't no. My boy ain't. He ain't that nice. He ain't that nice. I don't care what he look like. He ain't that nice. He ain't finna call no fucking Boots, and I doubt Boots gonna call him. But I call Bozy. Bozy will call him.
Why not?
They're just not. They're not that type of people. They're not that nice. And like, I'm not finna call you on the phone talking to you nice and shit like that. I'm just letting you know. And that's on both of them. I don't think either one of them are that nice. I'm not just saying one or the other. I don't think.
But what does that have to do with business? Being nice has to do with
Are you hearing
business.
what I'm saying to you though? I'm the mouthpiece for my son.
Okay.
Both the mouthpiece for his son.
Okay. All right. I got you.
These are kids you're talking about. Right? These are kids you're talking about. We know what we do. We right here with our kids, so we know what our kid want. He right there with his kid, he know what his kid want. You know what I mean?
Well, Boots are damn near, Boots what, 27, 28?
His dad still talk for him.
Yeah. And what your son is what, 23, 24?
23.
All right, so you're confident that we can get this fight next year between Boots and
I don't see why we won't get this fight next year. We coming for them. Like we calling for them. We gonna if we do what we supposed to do, or after we do what we supposed to do with Derek Cuevas in March or February, whenever they decide to go ahead and set this fight to make it happen, we're looking to go on like I said, a destruction street. we're looking to go on a destruction street. We're not winning in just minuscule fashion. Now we taking shit out. We wrecking shit. We're gonna make it a point since everybody want to talk, everybody want to look. I got some battles to win. One of the battles we're gonna win, we're gonna show you what power really is. And my son got it. You're gonna hear you have heard the stories. If you know anything about boxing, you have heard the stories about my son. You will continue to hear the stories about my son. Mind you, he was 20, 21 when these stories was told. So now he's just getting older. You know what I mean? You got Steve Cunningham just yesterday. I called him yesterday because we had a situation where he was in the gym. You know, Steve Cunningham is a Philly boy. You know what I mean? I called him last night. I was like, I said, I didn't realize that you was a Philly boy. He was like, yeah, man, because he be on my boy Adrian Clark, my homeboy Adrian Clark shit. I was like, I did not know because I was telling him that Steve was in the gym. So I was like, it was based on what he saw. Like, my son fucked some shit up. Heavyweight, knocked the heavyweight out. This was the day Boo's fault. Stopped the heavyweight Saturday. Stopped. Another guy fucked him up to the second round, 154 pounder, to the head and to the body. And the last 154, he made it by holding. Anyway, Steve Cunningham was in there. He saw that shit. It's not about what he's doing. It's about the delivery, and you hear them sound sounding off. I asked him. I said, you seen Boots fight? You a Philly boy? He said, yeah, I've seen Boots plenty of time. Do my son hit harder than Boots? I asked him. I told Mill City last night because he know him. I told him to call him. I said, have you ever seen my Boots deliver anything like that? No, hell no. He said he didn't know. He said, no, your son definitely hit harder than Boots. My son 23, Boots 27. He said, your son definitely hit harder than Boots. That's not even a question, bro. Not even a question. And we gonna make that evident. We gonna make that evident for all these people talking shit in the chat and all on the comments and everything else. Man, y'all been eating so much crow. Listen to me. This is my face card that I'm sitting on. I did these same interviews with Giovanni Santillon. People was doing the same thing with Giovanni Santillon. I said, my son gonna fuck him up. I told him that. People was doing the same as that thing, under the same thing. Then when he did that, he got a little fanfare. Then, Boots' name came up. Oh, ain't no way. You just mad because we said we'll fight the man. We are going to fight the man. We coming for him. He don't have to come for us. Boots don't stand a chance. I'm telling you. He don't stand a chance.
Okay, listen, because you saying a whole lot right here. We got a whole lot to unpack.
Yes, sir.
So I understand that Brian Norman Jr. is his son. I get that, right? But you're saying a whole lot. You gonna knock Boots out, and you gonna do A, B, C,
I never
and D,
said that before. I didn't say that last time.
Yeah. So what makes you so confident this time?
Because I see how easy he is to hit, and I know what my son delivering. And I know Boots don't like to fight. So this is one of the battles that we're gonna win. I told my son we got a lot of battles to win before we win the war. So the battles that we're gonna win is we're gonna test his manhood. What I mean by that is I'm serious. What I mean by that is in the press conferences and shit like that or whatever, you're going to hear us call him a pussy. You're going to hear us telling me hit like a bitch. You're going to hear him tell, I bet you won't stand there and fight him. You're going to hear us tell all the things that we know for a fact he don't like to do. He does not like to fight. Watch him. He'll grab and clean. I told you. Remember I told you about the last time we talked? I told you him and my son got a common opponent, and he did 3 rounds with the guy. My son dropped him 3 times and stopped him in a minute and 31 seconds.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I told you about that. And I realized in that fight, I watched that fight, I'm like, bro, you sitting here grabbing, holding this man, bagging up for this man. doing reflexes and shit, doing matrix shit from this man. My son went. I sent it to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Did my son wipe that motherfucker out?
Yeah, but the thing is, this is
I
the
don't know. That yes or no? Did my son wipe it out? Wipe him out?
Yeah, he wiped him out.
Wait. Not only did he wipe him out. Not only did he wipe him out. Did you see how that man looked up at him like he was like a scared fucking dog to get up on the third round? If you don't believe, you can go back to our text message and watch it. Go watch the very end. That man was afraid to get up.
But what does that have to do with Boots though?
Because Boots sat in there with this man and gave him a fight. That's what he got everything to do with Boots. So I'm like, bro, if you sit there and you make this a competition, you made it a competition for 3 whole rounds. You weak. You weak. If you allow this man to back you up, you allow this man to make you grab him, hold him, clinch him. You allow this man to make you dodge and do all this. My son didn't allow that man to do shit. My son didn't allow that man to punch. Go watch it. I sent it to you. He couldn't even punch. My son knocked him through the ropes one time. You will see he was like timid to get back in. Then he dropped him again for a minute and 31 seconds. That's with the 10 count. The man was out of there. A minute and 31 seconds of round 1. Boots went 3 rounds with this nigga. That's a fucking bomb. So again, I'm talking big shit now based on what I know. Boots can be hit. Boots don't like to fight. Boots don't have no power. His legs, he gets stuck in mud. So when you laterally move him, you can get around him very easily. You know what I mean? So it's not hard to pivot on him or angle on his ass. Boots is food. You never heard me talking like this before. You never heard me talking like this.
You say Boots is food?
He food. You never heard me talking like the last time that we spoke on here, I was not talking like this. Boots is food.
Hey, listen, B. Boy, you talking some big shit now, because people gonna be looking like I want to see this fight because people.
Let me tell you, with his style and what I've seen, and this Boots, with his style and what I've seen, he's more fool than I think of Stanionis. He's more, and I know this shit sound crazy, but again, this man ain't been tested. These people I seen fight. These people I seen in a fight. I watched Stanionis in the fight. Stanionis come back. Stanionis like to fight. You know what I mean? I think this man fool. I think Stanionis is a tougher opponent than Boots.
So okay,
Barrios is a little different because he's a little taller. Barrios a little different. I would have to watch him. I ain't watch him enough, but I know with Stanionis in particular because we really was trying to fight Stanionis. We had a little. They gave a little offer / phone call. Like, would you be interested? We said, hell yeah. I went and watched him and I went and studied Stanionis. I think that's a tougher fight for us than Boots, stylistic wise.
I was going to say that because styles make fights. So you're going off of the I forgot the name of the other fighter that you knocked through the ropes. The one that was.
Damian Fernandez. No. It's the fact that Boots the guy's Damian Fernandez. That's the guy. It's the fact that Boots even let him stay in there. Like, why the fuck are you playing with your food? Why is he in here with you?
No, but hear me out though. Hear me out though. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying his daddy yelled at him. His daddy was like, "What are you doing? Go look at it."
Yeah. I saw that. But my thing is, Boots did say at the the post-fight press conference that as he get better competition, he will perform better. Me personally, I think that he had some damn good competition in front of him with Karen. So he said that he raises his level of competition based on his opponent. Now, I mean, I think that's some bullshit myself.
You ready for this? You ready for this?
But hear me out.
You ready for this?
Go ahead.
So we've seen him look tremendous before, right?
Yeah, he looked real good. Yeah.
We've seen him look damn good before. Now, the competition that we seen him look damn good against, was it better than Karen? No. So you were in the ring with your best competition, but you telling the people that you're gonna up your game with the better your competition get. Motherfucker, you was in there with the best competition you ever been in there with. Not to mention, he did several interviews saying about how many tools he got in the toolbox. He got something for everything. He don't have a problem making weight. You got people making excuses for him. That man has done every interview he ever did until the one after the fight. He said he had no problem making weight. He was fine at 47. He was fine with the weight cuts. Now all of a sudden, well, I guess it is. Nigga, that's just something for you to hang on, bro. Y'all giving the man excuses. You giving him passes. Cameron was his best opponent. The last time he fought Karen, it was his best opponent. He looked like shit against him. This time he fought Karen, it was his best opponent, and he looked like shit against him. So when the fuck are we looking for him to look? Who did he fight that was better than Karen? Nobody. So how can you say he looks better with better opponents when he ain't had a better opponent? That's his best opposition.
I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, I understand why you say he looked like shit against him though. Like Karen was a good fighter. I mean, he didn't live up to the knockout expectations.
He looked like shit the first time. He did look like shit the first time. Boots looked like shit the first time. I watched it. Like he was all over the place. He was stuck in mud. He was spinning around. He was chasing him. He had no idea to cut the ring off. Karen was getting so far away from him. Like that's the amateur shit. That shit you learn the amateurs. If I had a big enough, I could show you. Like it's drills I used to do with my son where you spin the motherfucker around the ring and you show him how to cut that shit off. Like that's easy work. That's fucking 10-year-old work. I'm not lying. It's 10-year-old work to show him how to cut the fucking ring off. That was the most amateur shit. That's the first fight. He looked better fight-wise as far as combinations and shit because, of course, Karen was standing there. It was more of a fight to me this time because, of course, Karen was running or whatever else. But he was still picking his ass off the first time, too, though. But he looked like shit the first time. And he looked like, you could say he looked like shit this time because his defense was shit. His defense was shit. He was getting clocked. Same thing about the stationary. Karen will move to the side. He'll still be standing there looking the other way. Go watch the fight again. Watch Boots fight again. You're going to see Boots looking one way. I always tell my son that when a person locked down, his knees locked, you're going to see Boots looking one way. Karen is way over there. Karen done got already over to the side. And you ain't even began to move yet. So he over here. You throwing a punch. You ain't even began to move yet. You ain't begin to pivot yet. You're not even on your pivot. When you boxing and you doing boxing, your pivot foot is up in a pivot form. It's where you pivot. It's fast. You know what I mean? But his foot is so fucking locked, he can't pivot. Go watch him. Watch his front leg. I implore anybody. I'm telling y'all the game plan. I'm telling you the game plan because he can't fix it. If he fix it, he's gonna be a whole different boxer and he really gonna go to sleep more. He can't fix it. Go watch his leg on any fight that he fight. Watch his leg when he punch. He locked that bitch down. Go watch it. Front leg. Left or right. No matter which stance he in, he lock it down. His leg is locked back like a girl, how the girl used to be back in the 80s, how he used to lock their knees back. Hey, look, bro.
Come on.
I'm going to be the villain.
They're going to be on your, boy, they going, hey, boy, them Boots fans are going to be on your bumper, boy. You get real. Hey, you thought you were getting death threats last time. Man, shit.
They gonna be at my gym with the motherfucking tiki-talkies and shit.
Hey, look, man, because you saying a whole lot of stuff now. You giving away game plans.
Because ain't shit they can do about it. He fucked up, bro. He dead in the water. He dead, bro. He dead.
You talking cash shit. Listen to me. What you talking cash shit?
With Giovanni Santillon, I was so confident. And I felt it in my spirit. I was so confident. That's why I bet so much money and I won so much money, right? Listen. I feel more confident in this fight than I did with Giovanni Santillon. Because I see more flaws. Listen, I see more flaws in Boots that I do right now than I've seen in Giovanni when I was watching him. Because I watched Giovanni fight. Giovanni had been tested. I watched Giovanni get hit. I watched him count. I watched all of this shit. I watched what people do. I just watched Boots when he got hit. Now, I will say this, though. This should make him a better fighter. This is a test for him. And this is the kind of shit he should have been dealing with on his come up during his 33 fights. He should have been dealing with this kind of shit early in his 33 fights. So, again, they did him an injustice. So now y'all had him looking like Superman, but now he has no choice but to look human in front of the world because ain't nobody going to accept no bullshit as opponents. You accepted Karen Chukhadzhian and said to Karen Chukhadzhian because it was his mandatory. But now from this point on, the fans want to see you fight. You're not going to be able to get away with no fucking limping nets of a 37 or 35-year-old fucking limping nets coming up from 140 pounds. You're not going to get away with that. You're not going to get away with Roman Ville that just beat a sorry-ass Speedy Ellis, who been in the game for 10, 11 years and ain't got nowhere yet. You ain't finna get away with that, a flat-footed Mexican like that as slow as molasses. You're not going to be able to get away with that because you never heard of these names and you never heard of Roman Ville was nobody until he fought Speedy Ellis. You know what I mean? Sergey Lipinets was old as hell, was a former world champion, and he was little as shit. He 5'7", 140 pounds. You know, the world is the boxing fans. Y'all can say what you want to say about me. The diehard Cole fans, when it comes to it, when you get off of the hate of Brian Norman and the boxing dads and I'm just like Bill Haney and Floyd Schofield saying all that. Once you get off of that and you get back to actually watching boxing and you forget about me and you look at it, guess what? You hear what I'm saying. You can't unhear what I'm saying. You can't unhear what I'm saying. So if I tell you this motherfucker ain't got no power, and you start watching him hit people over and over, and like he did this guy Chukhadzhian. When you watch him start hitting people over and over and over and realize them motherfuckers ain't going nowhere. If you know what I'm saying, then you're gonna realize, damn, maybe his power ain't what we thought. When you start watching these motherfuckers stepping off to the side and he start looking so bad as to be, he start looking so, I wish I could show you. He started looking so far as to be way over. Hold this phone for me, bro. Let me show you. Boots will be here. Boots will be here. Karen will step over and be right there and Boots punching here. That happened in the first fight and the second fight. Go look. Boots was here. Karen was all. That's unheard of. In any type of upper boxing echelon, that shit don't happen. Because his foot was locked. He here. Karen had already stepped over him. That don't happen. It was too far a distance. It was too far a gap. I know what the fuck I'm looking at.
I did see the first fight, and Boots because Boots fight orthodox and he could fight southpaw and stuff like that. But I did notice how Karen was stepping around the weak side. Pretty much what you was talking about. The way he
and Boots did nothing to stop him. He didn't step to the side. He didn't do anything to stop him.
But as it relates to this fight, what did Karen do and Boots do differently this fight? Because this is more of a I would say stylistically, this is pretty much what Boots wanted to have, type of fight he wanted to have.
And Karen looked better in it. What I seen Karen doing was what I was watching. I was like, that when I watched the first fight, I said, damn, this dude pretty good. He was just jumping too far out. The only thing he was doing the first fight was jumping too far out. He was jumping too far away. So when you moving like that, you can't jump so far away that you can't get back to your opponent. So even if you step over and like you make Boots, like some of the times he made Boots miss, like what I just said, but he wasn't close enough to Boots to fucking land nothing or counter nothing. You know what I mean? Because he had, I guess, I don't know if he was scared of him or what, but he was so fucking far away from him, he couldn't capitalize on it. You know what I'm saying? He'll hit him sometimes, step off, whatever. He just wasn't doing enough the first fight. This fight, I think he fought an excellent fight. I think he just wasn't enough for Boots. I think no matter what, he can't beat Boots. He wasn't enough for Boots. Boots is too physically opposing for him. He's just too much for him. I don't think he could beat, but I mean, he's a tremendous fighter, and he can definitely fight.
Karen doesn't have the punching power.
Right.
He doesn't have the punching power. So
I'm glad you said that. Like people say, if I'm like, man, y'all, Karen got 50% knockout, and then you got to think about a lot of his knockouts gonna come from your early upcoming fights where they're just killing you opponents, building you. Like that's how it is. Just like with Boots. That's how again we was managed by the same people. I'm an open fucking book. Go look at the man record. Cameron Duncan. Go look at the man first fucking 20 fights. Shit was fucking tomato cans. Y'all ain't heard no fucking 33 fighters that Boots done fought. We was managed by the same person. The man wouldn't let us. Cameron Duncan, God rest his soul. You know what I'm saying? Great manager. I'm glad he came into our life. I'm glad that, he got us where he could get us before he passed or whatever. But he was afraid of his fighters losing. He was very afraid of his life. That was like, we was like his gold. We was like his valuables. You know what I'm saying? So like even with my son, my son started at 17 going to med school. He might put my son there with a motherfucker 2 and 19. I'm like, Cameron, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need to fight nobody 2 and 9. My son is actually really good. And then fucking first round knockout. I mean, we talking first 10 seconds, 5. Like, come on, Cameron, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? First year of my son's career, he had 12 fights, 12 knockouts. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I think one of them made it. But anyway.
So are you saying that Cameron Duncan put you and Boots? Oh, I mean, I know you're not part of Boots' team, but he put your son and Boots in there with a bunch of bombs in the beginning to build the record up.
Absolutely. My son, hold on. I'm gonna go further than that. I'll fucking spill the game. It is what it is because we are who we are now. Terrence Crawford, check the records. Terrence Crawford, Boots Ennis, Brandon Lee, my son. These are the only ones that are coming that are right now. All of those started with Cameron Duncan. All of them. I can go on. The list goes on. Kelly Pavlik, like that's what he did. He got good. He got very good at what he did. Because what he'll do is he was good at finding. Again, man, I appreciate him. We had bad blood at the end, but I didn't really have no bad blood because I still appreciate him. But he would go to he would scout out at the tournaments. He will find a kid that can actually fight, know they can fight. You know what I mean? And then just take that kid, keep that kid safe, build him up, bring him up, whatever, with his opponents. Then he had connections. He used to work with Top Rank. So then he used to get it with Top Rank or somebody. Even Tim Bradley came through Cameron Duncan. Brandon Rios.
Yeah, Tim Bradley. Yeah, Tim Bradley told me. Yeah, Tim Bradley told me he was the one that told Cameron Duncan, look, man, you got something in Bud. You got something in Bud. He sparred him, and he said Bud beat his ass.
These people think I'm a fucking dickhead that just came up out of nowhere. I'm not. I'm a professional fighter of 30 fucking fights myself. You know what I mean? I've been around boxing since I was 15 years old. I'm not just some kind of bum that came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So I seen with me and Tim Bradley, we faced off. They talking about, you don't know who he up there with. Like, y'all don't know who the fuck y'all up there with. Like, I'll fuck Tim Bradley up. You know what I mean? Just like I say, the fans don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? Just because you don't see it don't mean it's not what it is, brother. You know, somebody get out your ass. So now what they're doing with this is back to the Boots situation is, yes, he built all of us up. He built all of us up because he knew we could fight. He knew that, and then, but where they went wrong with Boots at, this is my when he got with Showtime. I think Showtime liked him extremely well. They started to escalate and do a better job than what Cameron was doing. Again, God rest his soul, but they was doing a better job of what Cameron was doing with the matchmaking because they could afford to get they could afford to get the right opponents. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is get your flat-footed guy, get your Diz, like I said, pull a guy over the circuit Limpinets, get a guy coming off a loss with Diz. He could have a winning record, come off a loss with Diz. He fought a notable name, stuff, things of that situation. So Showtime was better at doing that, and that's what they did. You know what I mean?
So is this the norm? So is this the norm in boxing? Promoters do it different. All right, y'all hold on, guys. He got to come back. We're waiting on him to come back. B Norman Senior fell off. B Norman Senior fell off. So let me let him get back on. I don't know if his phone went dead. His phone probably went dead or something.
Oh man, my bad. You hear me?
All right, your phone went dead.
My finger hit it. My bad.
Okay.
What you saying now?
No, what I was saying was, is this the norm in boxing? And I'm asking the question because I think I already know the answer to it. You're a fighter. You're a good fighter or a prospect or whatever, and your promoter, you have a good matchmakers, and they just match you up with a bunch of low-level competition or whatever, confidence boosters or whatever in order to build your resume up. Does every fighter, for the most part, go through that, especially in today's time?
Every fighter, even Mike Tyson went through it. Go back and watch Mike Tyson first.
Yo, absolutely. Yeah.
Go watch Mike Tyson first. 18. See, people don't know that. People. Hey, look, people claim to be diehard boxing fans.
Floyd went through it too.
And don't know what the fuck they talking about. You have no clue. Yeah. I know the ins and outs. The reason my son is so good. The reason my son is so good is because he's an extension of me. I'm not living through my son. I'm living to my son. You know what I mean? Like what I went through, I'm passing it on to my son. So my son lives through me. I've already done that. I've already took the losses. I've already took the bad deals. I've already took the short notice fights. I've already did all of that shit. I already got vertigo. I already been hurt. I already went through all the fucking hard work. You know what I mean? So my son is living through me. I'm not living through my son. I take what I know and I pass it on to my seed. And I just guide him and I mold him, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can call me what the fuck you want to call it, but that's what it is. I'm not like, and I don't want to throw no rocks in nobody. I'm not like these other boxing dads. I'm not talking about nobody in particular. I'm not. I'm a real fighter. I know real situations. When my son got up from getting dropped, watch what my son did. He closed his eyes. He walked back slowly to the ropes. They came from his daddy. I told him, bro, when you first get dropped, it's going to be bad. That's what I told him. I said, the crowd is going to go crazy. That going crazy crowd is going to get in your fucking head. Don't try to jump up. Don't try to fucking act like you're not hurt. Fuck your ego. You already down there. The point is already taken. You ain't got shit to prove. Take your time. Go watch my son get up. That was one of the proudest times of my son's boxing career, to be honest with you. I was smiling. I swear to God. When he walked back and he was closing his eyes on the ropes, man, I could have brought a tear to my eye. I said that because I had talked about it so many times because I knew, that possibility, it's going to happen to Boots one day. It happens to everybody. It happened to Crawford. It happens to everybody. You know what I mean? It's not about what happened to Roy Jones. It's not about what happens to you. It's about what you deal with, what happens to you.
Yeah, I say this all the time on my show. I say, you know what, man, boxing is like life. You're gonna get knocked down in life. But the thing is, I don't look at how you got knocked down. I look at what you did when you got back up.
Absolutely.
If you able to overcome that knockdown or several knockdowns,
then you good.
And then you come back and you stop the guy or you win.
That
tells me a lot about you. Yeah.
It build character in you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the shit is just, it's so flaky. Like even with, this ain't throwing. I'm a Abdullah Mason fan. Like what Abdullah Mason just went through, but Abdullah Mason got knocked down twice. But you don't hear nobody throwing the rocks at him like they did my son. But he was doing fucking YouTube videos about my son. I told you he was the bomb. I told you he was the It's I told you he got shit.
But hold on, but I'm gonna tell you why. Tell you why. People did say some things about Abdullah Mason getting dropped. I had a guy tell me, "Yo, man, coach, I told Abdullah Mason went all that. You be hyping these dudes up." And I get it, but Abdullah Mason finished the guy. And I think what it is this here. Fans think that, man, if you get knocked down, that means you're a bum, this and that. Ali got dropped. Ray Robinson got dropped. Like, it's fighters.
Every fighter you can think of almost. Every fighter you can think of almost got dropped. I mean,
Floyd Mayweather tested gloves, touched the canvas on doggone when he fought Zab. Now the referee didn't count it, but we know what we saw. You get what I'm saying? So, my thing is this. We just want to see, like, Boots is moving up to 154 from what I think that's what he said.
No, he ain't going nowhere. We gonna make sure of that.
But how can you stop the man from not moving up?
No, he's not, because I'm talking cash shit. We coming for him. I don't want him to go up because I don't want no excuses. Because what's gonna happen after this is gonna be fucked up now. Just like people start making excuses for him that he never made to the after fight press conference, to the post fight press conference. Just like people, man, I don't want him to go up to 54. Then when he come back down and say, "Oh, that's because he was trying to get the fuck out of here." Nah, he said he don't have no. We want him at 47.
Yeah, he did. Hold on, can you hear me?
He what now?
No. What I'm saying is, I do hear people saying, I did hear that and see that, read that in chats. Oh, the reason why he couldn't knock the guy because he was drained. But guess what? Boots never said that. So yeah, Boots never said that. So it reminds me of a lot of stuff when Errol Spence fought Bud and he lost. I heard all these excuses that a lot of the Spence fans made.
Errol never even said.
But Spence never said any of these things. So this is what I think. I think when you are a fan of a certain fighter, or if you are an extreme fan, not a fan, I don't want to say that, but you are an extreme fan to the point of you're a male groupie of a certain fighter, then you're gonna say things, you're just gonna make shit up because you have to rationalize.
You're gonna defend that motherfucker to the end of time.
The fighter didn't say this. Boots didn't say this. So why are you saying this for him?
Yeah. He didn't say that first, I guess. No, that motherfucker ain't no. I'm talking about you can look at interview after interview. What was it? Old boy was doing he was talking about how good he looked. He was talking about how it's gonna be a different story. You got headlines talking about Boots Ennis gives vicious warning to Karen. Karen took that vicious woman and stepped right to your ass, right to you, toe to toe, and you ain't do shit about it. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. I know what I'm looking at. There's these casual fans that don't think they're casuals, that don't know what they're looking at. My son is going to knock out Jaron Ennis. I never predicted that till right now, till last night, Saturday night.
So which podcast he was on when you said it?
Mills.
Bro,
that was last night. I think that was last night.
Bro, I'm be honest with you, bro. Like you talking a whole lot of shit now, and and it seemed like, I'm not saying you saying it, but it seemed like, man, you talking like Boots, some kind of scrub or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think it's this. I don't think his scrub. I don't think his scrub is. It's what I know. It's what I see. Again, I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you another one real quick. You take the sparring session, and this is how his fans like to come to his aid. Yeah. And his people like to come to his aid. You take the sparring session. You heard about our sparring session, right? I even talked about our sparring session, right?
I heard about it. Y'all had like 6 or 7, something like that, right?
So check it out. But you only hear about one. You only hear about one fucking sparring session. Why is that? Why is it that you only hear about one sparring session when my son I thought he was 19, when he was 20 years old? The first sparring session. You only hear about the first sparring session. My son was 20 years old. You don't hear about the next day, because we was in his camp that time. You don't hear about the next day, the next day, the next. You don't hear about none of that. You don't hear about 3 years. We went up there for 4 fucking years. All of these sparring sessions, you don't hear about none of it. Use your brain. Because Boots had game. When my son came back that Monday, that Friday, they didn't spar. When my son came, they sparred Monday, Wednesday, Friday. When my son came back that Monday, he was putting his fist in Boots shit the first 3. They do 4-minute rounds. He was putting his fist in Boots shit the first 3 minutes of the round. On the 4th minute come in at the clock, my son's shoulders come down, his hand, like everything about him is like he deflates. Mind you, Boots ain't did shit yet. I immediately go to cussing. Don't you start that shit, motherfucker. Don't you? Because I know my son. That's my fucking son. You feel what I'm saying? So you came in up. You came in all gritty. You were doing your thing. You ain't got nothing but respect. Boots standing there looking at you now. He looking at you. Boots don't stand there and look at nobody. You stand there and look at Boots, he finna motherfucker tee off in your shit. But now, after my son did what he did for 3 fucking minutes, now my son stand there. Now he looking at him and Boots looking at him. Told me everything I need to know. Now, from that point on, through all 6 or 7, all the other sparring sessions, the sparring session was the ass of all of the sparring sessions. Nothing to see, nothing to watch, the most boring shit you'll watch. Because they both had respect for each other. The last round of the last sparring session, my son did it again for about 30 seconds of the last round of the last sparring session. But other than that, from that first one, from the first sparring session, the whole sparring session, Boots got the best of him. The second one, which was that Monday, my son got the best of him the first 3 minutes, and then from that time it was ass all the way through to the last sparring session. So still, you still ain't nothing to hang your head on because it was ass all the way to the last 30 seconds. Their sparring sessions was ass. But what I learned from that is what I'm telling you now. Boots don't like to fight. He don't like to fight. But guess what? My son is over that. I told Bozy, hand to God, you ain't gonna never catch me in a lie. I told Bozy the first time, I told him the second time, I told him each time, look, bro, we can give y'all much better work, man. My son just got too much respect for him for some reason. I can't get him to do what he need to do. That's what I told Bozy. If he a fucking man, he'll tell the truth. I told Bozy after each sparring session, I said, man, my son better than that. Y'all see, I said, you see him in here with this guy, what did he do? One of his guys, which was Olympian, watch this. Again, I come up with what I'm saying off a different situation. One of his guys, which was an Olympian in Philadelphia, I ain't gonna say no names. If you're watching it and y'all watching, you know I ain't telling the motherfucking truth. One of his guys, which was an Olympian in Philadelphia, was in the first sparring session. The same sparring session where Boots got the best of my son the first time. Same one I'm talking about. I think that Friday. I watched Boots that first day that he got the best of my son. He had 3 opponents, each one do 4 rounds apiece. I think it was something like that. He was putting fists all in that motherfucking face, punching them all in his shit, just like he do everybody else. Didn't drop him, didn't hurt him. Same thing, even with my son, didn't drop him, didn't hurt him. My son sparred that same guy Friday, took him out the camp for the rest of the time, and they couldn't come back, fucked up his eye. Broke his orbital bone or some shit. 20 years old. Do you read? Ask these motherfuckers. It was a fighter that had a fight set up back then. He's a known fighter, Olympian. He's a known fighter. He's an Olympian. He had a fight set at the same time Boots had a fight set. I give you the date. It was around October, November 2021. Motherfucker couldn't even come back. Again, I remember all of that. My son, 20 years old at the time. I remember all that. Like, you know what, bro? This nigga never could hit like that. He punching niggas all in their face and they're not falling. He punching niggas in their face. They getting beat the fuck up. They definitely get beat the fuck up, but they're not falling. And they getting beat the fuck up because you're not doing nothing. They're allowing him to do it. You know what I'm saying? But anytime anybody give him some resistance, he don't do that. Even the athleticism, I don't think he's athletic. His athleticism lasts, if you can watch this in any fight, his athleticism lasts about 5 seconds. Any fight you want to see him moving, he do that shit for 5 fucking seconds and stop. Go watch for yourself. Roy Jones is Roy Jones. You don't put him on, compare him up with no Roy Jones. Roy Jones can be athletic at any time. He got that, boom, come off a hook or come on. Boots ain't doing shit like that. He don't have the feet for that.
So I think this is what I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking a lot of these young fighters, I think there's a lot of pressure on them, whether it's Boots, whether it's any of these young fighters. Hell, maybe even your son by now for a lot of the stuff that you're saying. People are going to be looking at your son
Right.
with a microscope now. They're going to be looking for
Absolutely.
every flaw. They go
Absolutely.
if he come to the ring
Absolutely.
and his shoestrings ain't tied,
I know.
it's
I
going.
know.
You get what I'm saying?
We ready
Because
for it.
you put a big target on his back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They're going to be looking at his next
Absolutely.
fight.
Absolutely. Hey, and I got motherfuckers text me hoping that he win. Motherfuckers telling me they praying that he lose. Motherfuckers telling me, I pray your son lose. I pray your son get cheated. I got people saying they pray. They praying on they're literally praying on my boy downfall. But I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't. Years ago, I would have been a little worried about it because I know his mental was he was a young kid, so I know his mental was a little fragile. But my son have been stabbed, man. My son have been through a lot, and he ain't no hood nigga. He just got stabbed by a girl. My son have been through a lot. You feel what I'm saying? He done been through a lot. He done been through the hate, even the hate what he just went through with the boot shit the last time when his deal just fell through. He been through a lot. You gotta think he just went to Santiago town. He went through a town of everybody booing us, everybody hating us. We used to that. We go to gyms all the time of everybody. When we was in Boza gym, man, them motherfuckers, but they was always cheering against us. You know what I mean? Again, it wasn't nothing with all love. I ain't got no beef with them, but I guess they were doing what they were supposed to do. They was always cheering. Whoever was in the ring with us, they was cheering for that guy. Every single time. That builds character, man. That builds character. My son, we're not worried about that no more. People don't like us anyway. So we're not worried about that kind of pressure. We go where the pressure is. We go to the backyards of these people. We spar these people in the basements, behind the buildings. We spar these people at these places. We used to it. That's what I'm telling you. That's one of the things that Boots not used to. He's not used to when the people boo him. He's not used to what he getting today. He's not used to this hate that he getting today. He's never got nothing but praise. The hate that he got was from Terrence Crawford fans saying he ain't fought nobody. Other than that, they didn't have nothing to actually go on. Now you gonna have them motherfucker making clips, this nigga getting hit, turning around, spinning. You gonna have all kind of clips of shit coming out now. He finna get a little dose of what we already been dealing with. And my boy ain't but 23. No, my boy is battle tested. We ready for it. We ready for it. I'm talking all the shit in the world because I'm ready for that.
All right, listen, man. I'm hoping like hell we get this fight, bro, because like you said, your son had more. Your son had more respect. Too much respect for Boots in sparring.
Yep.
What makes you think he won't have that respect when y'all fight in the ring?
Because he don't even like it. No, he don't. He don't care. And I just told you the last 30 seconds. No, he don't care. And then after he saw then, he know he fool. He don't care. My son's been doing something different the last few days. Not days, about 2 weeks. That he's a more dominant fighter than he was that you saw in Santiago fight. I have no doubt in my mind. He done flip the switch. He flipped the switch once when he was 14. He flipped the switch with Santiago, and he just flipped another switch a couple weeks ago. I have no doubt in my mind he's going to destroy whoever he get in the ring with.
Yeah, but you saying Boots is food?
Boots is
Bro?
food. Boots is food. Boots is food.
No, okay. Let me ask you this: what about so in order for you to believe that you say he's food?
Yeah.
So you saying are you questioning Boots' chin?
No, I'm gonna tell you why I think he fooled. I think he fooled because again, you watch his so-called athleticism. He only do that for a limited amount of time, so he's not known to really move like that. He got to stand and fight. He can't stand and fight with my son. I also remember even the last 30 seconds of what I'm talking about when my son was putting his fist through his face. He grabbed my son and held him. He don't like to fight. I got it. He fooled. Trust me. He don't like to fight. We coming to fight. My son can fight. He can box. For the people who think my son don't have no feet, go watch Jesus Perez. Go watch. My son had one hand. All he could do was jab. Go watch that. Go watch my son. Go watch my son move his feet. Go watch my son stay away. Go watch that athleticism. He fooled. No matter what, that means he has to stand and trade. That's why I was telling you that's one of the battles that we're going to win because we're going to test his manhood and we're going to get him. We're going to talk him into standing the trade and he cannot stand the trade with my son. He can't do it.
So you feel that because Karen was able to land 3-4 points combinations.
No. I feel that Boots don't have the power to keep my son off. And I feel like Boots definitely don't have the power to trade with my son. So one or two, either he's going to be grabbing him, holding him, falling all over the place, looking stupid, or he going to fucking take it and get knocked out. He ain't going nowhere. He only moves for 5 fucking seconds. He's fooled. He going to sleep. We got him. I ain't even worried about it. He's not the kind of fighter where we got to look, oh, well, he's a boxer, so we got to trap him down. We got to kick. No, he's going to be right there.
He's a switch hitter too now. How you gonna handle the switch hitting? When you go from southpaw to orthodox?
My son is better with southpaw than he is with orthodox. My son better with southpaw. He's great with southpaw. We have no problem with the southpaw stance. Love it. You can look that up. My son has no problem with southpaws. Hell, Giovanni Santiago was a fucking southpaw. Tank Davis was a southpaw.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying Boots is
nothing. Boots is nothing special. That's what Boots is. Nothing special. There's nothing you can tell me against nobody worth a damn that he did nothing special. You won't hear right now telling me that he gets up for his competition, but he was just in there with his best competition and he looked like shit. So now you're telling me somehow with better competition, he's going to look better. We just know this. We just Nostradamusically think this, right? Because that's just what we seen.
No, that's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he's saying.
He also said he's going to knock out fucking Karen. He also said he was going to knock out Karen.
He said that.
And Karen stepped right to him. When he stepped right to him, look, I was already satisfied in 10 seconds into the fight. When Karen stepped right to him when it first started, guess what Boots did? Step back. I said, oh, this nigga here. You don't step back. You don't step backwards. You know what you do? You step sideways. You step laterally. You step over. I got plenty of boxing knowledge, man. I can tell you how to be any kind of style. You don't step backwards. You step to the side. You don't step backwards. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't even give them that thought process, I'm fucking afraid of you. That's psychological warfare. Boots step back twice. Go watch the fight. Man, I know what the fuck I'm looking at. That means you mean to tell me you got the man that you expected to run. He stepped to you, and somehow, unknowingly or whatever else, because damn sure wasn't thinking about it, you step back twice. You step back 2 or 3 times. Go look at the fight. Go look at the beginning of the fight.
What's confusing me a little is this here. We both know, as I said, Boots won this fight. I don't understand the level of criticism he's receiving. I can get it. You was expecting him to knock the guy out. Maybe he didn't live up to your expectations. Maybe it could be because some people are saying he's the second coming of Roy Jones. He the best, he's the best fighter on the planet. All this I don't know hyperbole that come from from the YouTube channels who rock with him. I get all of that, his supporters. But he won the fight though.
The level of criticism that I just like I just told you a minute ago, he has to grow up in front of the camera. He has to grow up in front of the world. He's going to face more than just what he just did. He still got to get cut. Still got to get dropped. Still got to get wobbled. It happens to everybody. He still got to go through all of that. And all those things he's going to have to deal with in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? But what it is, they had already put him so high that you take a guy like Karen and nobody even knows, not a big puncher, not a known puncher. What was his first fight in America? He ain't been fighting in the fucking America. We don't know him. We ain't seen him on nothing.
Talking about Karen?
Yeah.
I think this is like his. I don't know. I got to look at his record, but I know too. He fought in Philly. He fought in DC.
Yeah, because he probably fought Boots here too. Though he fought Boots here too. Like that.
Fought Boots twice. Yeah.
This man is in another fucking country doing this thing, bro. That's tremendous.
Ukraine. I think he's
right. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's in another country doing this thing, man. I'm looking at a lot of stuff, man. I'm looking at the way Karen was able to do it. Karen, not being funny, he don't look strong to me at all. His knockout record,
not strong.
No, he don't. He don't look strong. And I actually watched a fight of his, and I couldn't even watch it. I watched a fight of his one day last week. I couldn't even watch that shit. Shit was sorry. So I mean,
he's a damn good, crafty fighter.
Right,
I was surprised that Karen stepped the Boots. I think it made it a lot easier for Boots to land his shots, but in exchange, it landed.
So why didn't Boots get him out of there like he said he was going to do? He didn't have to chase him.
It opened up a lot for Boots to get hit as well. But I think maybe Boots Boots and Boji probably didn't prepare for that. They probably didn't train for that because how the first fight went, Karen was on his back foot, on the angles and stuff, weak side, strong side, pivoting, stuff like that. He was on that. I think maybe they wasn't expecting it. I know I wasn't expecting it. I was shocked. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker, he stepped in the Boots like, you get what I'm saying?
I watched almost
he didn't have any fear.
I watched almost all the Boots. He said he didn't have the fear. I watched almost all the Boots interviews, and I'm positive he said he trained for every style. He said they don't even. Bozy said they don't even watch tape. Bozy said they don't watch tape. They said they train for every style. I'm positive that's what they said. I'm positive. I'm not here. Look, why they ain't getting criticism for saying stupid shit like that? I do watch tape. I do train for certain styles. You feel what I'm saying? But you got some asinine. I hate to be disrespecting them like that because I fuck with Bose or whatever. But that's some asinine shit to say you don't watch tape and you ain't worried about the opponent because you're ready for anything. That's what they said. They said that. Go watch it. YSM. They train for every style. They got something for every style. We train for every style. And we do train for a particular style when you are a particular type fighter, but we do train for every style. We have something for every style also. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Listen, B, I'm going to tell you something, bro. I'm hoping like hell. I'm praying to the boxing gods that we can get this B. Norman Jr. and Boots fight because, bro, it's going to be a lot of people watch this interview. We got over 900 watching. We got over 900 watching right now.
I'm pressing. We getting it. We getting it.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something, bro. You think you hate it. They gonna listen, bro. They want to see your son get slapped. Your son can get in there. He can get it now. I know he'll beat the shit out of me. I'm 50. But I can get in there with your son right now. They don't like me, but they'll be like, man, we gonna ride with Coach to get him. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, why did you know? But then look, this is the crazy, but this the crazy part. I think I told you this before. The crazy part. This was based on a predetermined notion of who the fuck Boots is. Because I was getting hate texts and shit like that when we first said we would fight him. All we said was we'll fight the nigga. That's it. So I was already getting hate texts from that. So I'm like, wait a minute. You mad at me because we don't want to see Boots versus Karen. This is how it started. We don't want to see Boots versus Karen. Y'all don't want to see Boots versus Karen. We're trying to get a man an alternate a situation, and y'all in my inbox talking shit to me because we want to fight. Oh, he gonna sleep your son. What the fuck you want me to say? No, okay, well, if he gonna sleep my son, then watch him sleep my son. Why the fuck are you giving me hate mail and hate texts and hate DMs because I said we want to fight him? Like this shit was crazy.
What about the people who would say your son priced himself out? Y'all didn't want to fight. Y'all priced yourself out.
Again, let me break this down. I'm gonna try my best because people don't understand. I'm gonna try my best. I've done this shit several times. Try my best. Barrios offered $2 million, over $2 million. $2 million is the elite minimum. Barrios offered $2 million. Stanionis offered $1.5 million. Brian Norman offered $750,000. Barrios didn't even entertain the offer. And Stanionis didn't even entertain the offer. Brian Norman Jr., who got the lowest offer, said, shit, hell no, we interested in the fight, but we ain't finna fight for that. Yeah, shit, let's do this. Gave him a number. Negotiations go on. They take a week to get back. Well, first they lie and say they never got a fucking response, which was a lie. So they come back and say, we didn't realize that you had responded to us. And then they took 7 days from that day saying that we didn't realize you had responded to us. Then they come back with a count offer. Count offer was a little higher.
When you say they, who was they?
Matchroom.
When you say Matchroom, okay.
Matchroom, yeah. So then they say, okay, count off. It's Matchroom lawyers. It was the lawyers. Matchroom. So they come out with this. I was like, no, we want this. So, but now the shit is being taught. I'm doing my interviews. A lot of shit going on. So I'm like, bro, fuck this shit. We come down $800,000. We come down $800,000. Fuck, we'll take this. We do the math on it. They come up with their number. We say, well, let's do the numbers on this. Do the math on it. Well, we ain't gonna bring home motherfucking to me. You gonna bring $800,000. Like, shit. That ain't. We gotta go to his hometown, deal with all these fucking hometown judges. If it's a close fight, you damn sure ain't gonna win the fight. You gonna lose your fucking title. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. You might well fucking go to the line. You going, that man 4 years old, you there. We ain't saying about that, but I'm talking me. Like, that man already went through what you went through. He already been where you at. Like, fuck him. We can still go our own route and do our own thing. We ain't got to do it if they ain't even willing to pay us $1 million. We not going to get $1 million out of it. You get what I'm saying? Or he not going to get $1 million out of it. Like, my son not even going to be a fucking millionaire after going over there to another man's hometown. He going to be the other man going to be the heavy favorite. We going to have the judges on the line. That we just went through this shit in California. They literally kicked me the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, it's not worth it. It doesn't make sense. So I say, we cut down a little more. I say, and don't know about this part. So I say, B, if they offer you such and such, would you take it, bro? He said, yeah. They couldn't even get there. They said, oh, no. And then he go by Eddie. Oh, hear what they're doing. First you hear the dad saying we're close. Now he said we're miles away. He a fucking liar. I never said we was miles away. Never said we was miles away. Then Eddie do an interview after the shit is over with and say we called him back and asked was it still available. Another lie. Another fucking lie. You know what I mean? But either way it goes, bro, it don't matter. We did not price ourselves out. We know what the fuck we worth. We know, you know what? Even if it's about us, even if it's about what we worth, it's about what the fuck the belt worth. How about that? Don't pay for us, pay for the fucking belt. Pay for the opportunity at the belt to make him a bigger champion, make him a larger name, make him beat some type of champion. He ain't ever beat a fucking champion. That would be added to his fucking resume. You know what I'm saying? To say he beat a puncher, he ain't never beat a fucking puncher. That would be added to his resume. These are things that's added to his resume. You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like Boots should have made the necessary sacrifice for all of the reasons you just named. Look, man, you get opportunity to be unified champion. Okay, but you can flip it. You can flip it and go the other way as well. Like,
okay, on the other way, it ain't about flipping it because my son 23, he's the youngest champion in boxing, and it don't matter. We still got our own life to live. We still can ride our own ball. Like, fuck him. We don't need him. We not finna make it. We were doing him a favor. First of all, when I said that, people got mad at that. We were doing him a favor by getting him out of the Karen fight that he just looked so terrible in. So we doing y'all a favor by getting y'all out of this situation, hopefully, respectfully or whatever. Y'all not doing us a favor. We don't need to fight. We had a fight. We were willing to scrap our fight for this fight. You feel what I'm saying? We did not need him. That don't like fighting Boots in his hometown doesn't help us. It doesn't benefit us. Yes, if he had to wait, listen. Yes, if he would have beat him, it would have. Yeah, but we're gonna get that anyway. We're gonna get there anyway. I'm not worried about. Hey, it's on God time. If y'all don't want to do it, if they what it is what it is. Like we gonna get there anyway. We fine.
Because see, that's what I was going to say. I'm like, it does do something for you because if you go in there and beat them in Philly against all odds, bro, like
we're going to get there. We're going to get there anyway.
You go skyrocket.
We just beat Santillan against all odds. Yes.
Yeah, Santillan, but we talking about.
Well, wait, no. But we did that, right?
Yes.
Same thing gonna happen later. It ain't got to happen on their time. It ain't got to happen on their time. They don't have to force our time. It don't happen on their time. That's some slave mentality. That's slave thinking. I don't need you to tell me when the fuck I need to do something or what I need to take and what I should have took. Fuck y'all. It ain't got to happen on y'all time. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. Now, if you wanted to happen, we told you, we gave you a number, we gave you a fair number, whatever it is. In fact, that number was the exact same fucking number you offered another motherfucking champion. If you really fucking wanted it, make it happen. They didn't want to make it happen. You want to take Boots, take a little less to make it happen. Again, the belt wasn't worth it to y'all. The lack of fight, the dismissal of the fight with Karen wasn't worth it to y'all. So fuck it.
So what's the point of even calling his name out then if it's okay, hey, if they don't do it on their time or our time, then the hell with it. We can just move on. Like what's the point of even calling them out if
the point of calling them out right now? Right. Because I didn't call them out then. They called us. The offer was sitting up. We never called him. What the fuck? Yeah, we didn't start this shit. They started this shit.
Yeah, Boots did the interview with YSM saying
we didn't start this shit.
The fight down. Yeah.
Right, and we didn't. We made a counter offer. We didn't try to fight down. So they started it. We didn't start nothing. But the fact that this debacle went how it went, now we definitely calling them. And after my son's next fight, whatever else, and from that point on, no, come on and get this work. We're gonna try to talk top ring, see what we can do, make it shake, and hopefully make an offer on our side, huh?
See, the optics look like this. You guys was afraid to fight Boots. That's what you was pump faking the whole time. But now that you saw the results of the Karen fight and you saw Karen have some success, now you guys feel encouraged, invigorated. Oh yeah, if Karen can touch him, what you think it happened when somebody like my son hit him?
Right.
What's going? You get what I'm saying? This is what.
Let me try to calm my inside down because that shit sounds stupid. We was pump faking with a number. We gave a fucking number. Then we came down off the number. People who are pump faking don't negotiate. People who are pump faking keep their prices firm. This is what it's going to take. People who are pump faking don't text the other guy, to other people and say, hey, bro, this is what's going on. People don't pump fake give you the opportunity to make the sacrifices yourself. People, if they thought I was pump fake, why didn't they just call our bluff? Why didn't you just call our bluff? If we pump faking, call our fucking bluff. We wasn't pump faking.
I think now he's saying he's moving to 54. Now we're hearing about him and Virgil Ortiz maybe fighting at 54 in February.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't. Virgil Ortiz gonna knock him out too, I believe. I think so.
From a stylistic standpoint, how do you see that fight? Because Verge likes to trade. He's not a rock and sock him. I'm saying he would throw punches in between punches. He'll do that. That's why
I think he's gonna beat him. That's why I think he's gonna beat him. I think that I did not think none of this before. I had Bud possibly beating Terrence Crawford. I did. I'm not Bud. I had Boots possibly beating Terrence Crawford. Not no more. Because again, I was fooled just like everybody else. I think Virgil will beat him because of the style. I think stylistics why he will. I think, again, the athleticism shit you're doing, watch when he does it. He does that shit to hop around the ring for fucking 2 seconds, 3 seconds. It's not long. That's not what he is. He's not a boxer. He's not a boxer where he just moving, he constantly turning, and he constantly moving, and he constantly pivoting and doing shit like that. Nah, he's going to, he sits there from what I've seen. He sits there and he throws punches at people that are way out of range. Sergey Libanets, Cussio, Clayton, all these people, long, short ass arms, way back there. Don't stand a chance of hell of hitting me. So I'm standing way up here, you way back there, and I'm just watching your shit come at me, and I'm just popping the shit out you. You feel what I'm saying? I got you afraid to come in. You take a guy like Virgil, who ain't afraid to come in, who definitely not gonna be afraid of his power. I don't think Boost power gonna be enough for Virgil to keep Virgil off. I think Virgil gonna win. If Virgil don't win, it's gonna be no matter what, it's gonna be a rough ass fight, I believe. But for Boots,
I think that's gonna be a hell of a fight.
It's gonna be a rough ass fight. Yeah,
that's a fight a lot of people want to see. So okay, so to wrap up, what's next for the Normans? If you can't get Boots, let's say hypothetically this happens. We hearing Oscar De La Hoya, Eddie Hearn talking about 54. Hold on. No, let me ask you this. Yeah. After the post-fight press conference, Eddie Hearn seemed like he wasn't as excited after the fight. I mean, they won, but he doesn't seem excited. And he said that we got to pump the brakes a little bit or something of that sort. Then he said, hey, I spoke to His Excellency, Oscar De La Hoya. I like Virgil Ortiz. He thinks Oscar is a wanker or something of that sort. And he looked at Boots. He said, look, man, I want to talk to them and make that fight, but we can't lose to this guy. And I listened to what Eddie said that we can't lose to this guy. And he told Boots, he said, look, man, we can't lose him. If we lose to him, I'm never going to talk to you again. And that caught me totally off guard. Like, why? I would love to ask Eddie Hearn, why would you say that? Like, what happened in that fight to where he seemed like, man, I don't know about really
because a guy Karen that nobody knows that hasn't done anything, hasn't beat anybody, came in and gave him all he could handle. He was spending all this money on Boots and doing this and going to you're putting all this fanfare on Boots or whatever else, and you fucking if he lose to him, he embarrassing him. Now, I also believe like with how he dismissed Blair to Flair, you would think that Blair to Flair, like if he got a fight in February, you would think Blair to Flair would be a very easy fight to make with Blair. I know Blair got Don King or whatever, but Don King ain't no damn money no more. You know what I'm saying? They both in Philadelphia. It's certain things you don't have to spend. You got Blair to Flair calling him out, and now Boots just did his title defense, so he open right now. You would think that because you can't fight, every fight can't be a tough fight. Karen's fight was a tough fight. So you would think that Boots would go in there and get an easy win against a Blair to Flair. But I think personally, Eddie dismissed Blair to Flair because he don't want no motherfucking hiccups. The only fight that Boots gonna get is big fights. Boots ain't finna motherfucking get no little ass fight. He ain't finna get no easy touches. Because if you fuck around and lose, I need to at least make money on this goddamn fight. You know what I'm saying? If they do a Golden Boy, Matchroom collaboration, you know what I'm saying? Then they both can make money because both of them put money in. So that's why I think he's shooting for Virgil Ortiz. That's a huge fight where he can actually make profit. Like, I don't think he made profit on this fight. Like, with Bam Rodriguez, I don't know what he paid Bam. I don't know what he paid Boots. Last time, of course, this ain't got nothing to do with saying there's not a lot of people. Last time they sold over 14,000 people. This time they did 10. You know what I mean? You regress. You had a world champion on your card this time. You didn't have a world champion on your card last time. And you regress by over 4,000 fans. You know what I mean? The tickets were as low as $50 a pop. The most expensive tickets I saw was $600 that I saw. Maybe it was something that was different, that was already gone, whatever. But I know earlier you get tickets on that damn floor for like $600. You know what I mean? That's not like a huge fight.
Well, that's because don't nobody know who Karen is.
Right. No, it's cool, and that's why he put Bam on there to get a little more excitement. Right, to get some more excitement. I understand that. But wait, you can't say it's because they don't know who Karen is, because they don't know who the fuck David Avenesian is.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right about that.
Come on, man. I think outside the box. I don't just think as what the fuck people
Yeah.
tell me. David Albanese,
Albanese and avocado. I mean,
right?
avocado and chugga.
Yeah,
Is on the same level.
chugga, avocado, all the motherfuckers. These people were nobody. These again, I don't want to disrespect the fighters. I'm saying to the boxing world. So when I say nobody to the boxing world, these people are no names and with no notoriety doing anything, no world champions, no anything to the boxing world. The David Avocado biggest notoriety is getting slept, knocked out 2 years prior, and coming on a 1 month notice. People gave him too much credit for that fight. Too much credit for that fight. And he didn't knock him out. He quit.
Yeah, he didn't knock him out.
He didn't knock him out. He quit. Hit him at will, but he quit.
I think he got injured. He said he got injured.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, but still, bottom line, he quit. He quit. He didn't knock him out. He didn't knock his block off or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go. Yeah.
So hopefully, if everything go right, you're looking to get back in the ring when about February next year.
It's saying March at the latest, man. It's set for March, but hopefully we can find something in February. If not, March is what it is. You know, we don't try to rush. We don't try to rush God's timing because I know this wasn't meant to happen anyway because of God's timing and his hand and everything else. So he would have been that's crazy. He only needed 2 more fucking weeks or whatever else, but that was the kicker. He would have been ready to spar to the middle of October, and that wasn't enough time.
Do you think that okay, February, do you think by let's say you have the fight next year, when do you think you'll be doing headlining the fight? Like very similar to what Keyshawn did in Virginia.
Hopefully, I'm hoping summertime.
By the summertime?
Yeah, summertime, yeah. I'm hoping summertime, yeah.
Okay. What you think? What you think? You want to Atlanta?
Of course, if we can do some shit like that, yeah. Yeah, of course. Again, my son, I don't have no doubt that he gonna do it right now. With you gonna hear about him. I think he gonna hear about him. He fucking shit up. we'll take the show on the road somewhere, whatever it is, and we gonna fuck some shit up somewhere else. But he fucking shit up right now. I'm so serious. He fucking shit up.
All right, so to wrap up, so to pay. What about people who would say, hey, you was gonna make your biggest payday fighting Boots? You explain the situation about fighting in Philly and all that stuff.
Right.
I get that.
I'm so sick of people. Okay, look at how you want to look at it. We look at how we want to look at it. If you go get a doctor's degree, right, and you was working at McDonald's, working your way through school to get that doctor's degree. Now you got that doctor's degree, right? And they offer you $250,000, but a neurosurgeon makes $800,000, and they come offer you $250. And they're like, that's 3 times what you made. That's people are simple-minded, bro. They simple-minded. They're simple-minded. You got people who don't even make $100,000 talking this shit to us. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. We not broke. We not poor. You know what I'm saying? You acting like we in the ghetto some fucking well scraping up, And I'm not saying we rich either, but I'm saying we ain't fucking. My son ain't never struggled. My son live in a 4-bedroom house by himself. He don't live with me. My son do his own thing.
I know. Hold on. I know some. I know some boxing dads. They son live together. So
my son don't live with me. My son don't live with me. My son live his own life. He do his own thing. He ain't under my wing no more. I'm letting him spread his wing. I'm letting him go. My son ain't struggling. My son get up in the morning. He go run. My son go to the gym. My son lives his life. My son lives a very good, comfortable life. You know what I mean? So you telling us what we gonna make it, what we should have made? Okay, to do what? Make this money to do what? To go buy what? Y'all motherfuckers, y'all money hungry. We ain't money hungry like that. The fuck you need to go buy a fucking Lambo truck or some shit? A watch, a Rolex, nigga. You don't even.
Hey,
what are we talking about?
Bruh, listen, man, I can't wait to get, man, you got me hyped up, bro. You talking all this shit, man, I want to see this fight bad. I want to see this fight bad, bro.
I want to see it too.
You said Boots food. God damn it, you gonna knock him out.
Boots food.
You trying to hit all these Superman stores.
Listen, on my face card. And I ain't you people say he lying, he cap. You ain't never heard me lie. You ain't never heard me cap. I can give you some shit to prove right here. I told you that he was gonna be sent to Young. I'm telling you even about the sparring section between Boots. I'm giving you fucking news right here. People talk about the first sparring session in 2021. They don't talk about the other 6 or 7. There is a reason, you idiots. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you the truth about everything. I'm telling you about an Olympian that you can research that had a fight and whatever. Boots couldn't do shit with Boots. Well, he could do so. He punched them all in his shit. But Boots didn't even make that man bleed. My son going to that motherfucker the next day and fuck up his whole eye. He done, buddy. Fight called off. Out the camp, nigga, you from Fat Moose. Over with. I'm talking about power. I know what I'm looking at. I know what we destined to do, and we destined to what Boots at. Look, and the people who talking about karma, talking about how he hurt his hand, karma. You dumbass, the surgery was already had. So again, the fight with Boots apparently would have had to been postponed also. You know what I mean? Just to clear that up for the people who not smart enough to do the math. So he was supposed to fight on the 8th. If he wasn't able to fight on the 8th, then he's not able to fight on the 9th. The surgery was already done on July the 29th. July the 29th, long before we ever even decided discussions of this fight with Boots. Okay? He was set to be cleared by the end of September. He was not cleared till a few weeks later. Got it? So all of that, people talking about karma and they thinking God on their side. But have you not seen some of that shit?
Yeah, I saw some of it.
That shit is crazy.
Matter of fact, you can send me some more, but I saw some of it. I see what's going on out there.
Nah, I ain't got to. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. I think y'all, these folks are insane, man. What y'all think? Boots the good guy, we the bad guy? What made that happen? Last time I checked, Boots and Boza was a father and son duo. Me and my son was a father and son duo. They good people. We good people. What the fuck you think we're slanging rocks, fucking raping kids and some shit? The fuck? They're not good. Then it's not good and evil. It's just two fighters, trying to get it on. That's it. It's not good and evil. This ain't the boxing gods giving y'all what y'all want.
Well, let people know how to get in contact with you if they want to. Everybody
want to get in contact with me. You know they're gonna be in there with number hate mail.
Bro, I'm just saying, anybody want to get in contact with you?
Brian, no, fuck me, fuck all that. Brian, no, they gonna find me anyway. As soon as I get off of this, I'm finna get a million texts. When I get off of this. Yeah, they're going to be in my DM anyway.
You going to get gun emojis, everything. All right, B, man. But listen, man, thank you so much, brother, man. We've been rocking out for an hour and a half, so.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, man. Anything else you want to say, let everybody know.
Man, we coming, man. Look, man, we coming. We going to make some noise, and we going to make all of y'all naysayers bow down. You will bow down.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you, man.
All right. Okay,
hey, shout out to man, B. Norman Senior, man. Let's get a round of applause.
All right, big dog.
Yes, sir. God damn, boy, that man goddamn B. Norman Senior went to talking about doggone Boots food, this and that. I'm like, man, oh, Lord have mercy, boy. We got to get that fight, bro. We got to get that fight, bro. Because I like the banter. Me personally, I like the banter. I like the trash talk. But, boy, the only way we really going to know, both of them got to get in the ring and get in the ring and fight each other. I'm hoping like hell that this interview right here leads to that. Because I know he's going to get a lot more calls. Mill City going to do his thing. YSM probably going to get in contact with him or whatever the case may be. I'm hoping like hell, bro. Like sometime next year, we can get that fight. I know after the fight, Boots said that he was going to move up to 154, such and such. I don't know. Maybe we can get that Boots Virgil Ortiz fight. I love that fight. 7 days a week, twice on Sunday. I don't know who's going to win that fight. In my opinion, it's styles make fights. 50-50 fight, far as I'm concerned. We going to see. But we got to get the fights. They got to get in there and fight each other. And this Brian Norman, like, bro, what made me want to get him on the show, I saw the video that he did on his Instagram, and then Fight Hype reposted it, and he was like, I told y'all. He was real, in a happy celebratory fashion and stuff like that. And I thought about him. I'm like, man, you know what? He was saying, when Boots, I told you, Boots ain't slept nobody. He ain't slept shit, this and that. And I remember a lot of the flack and a lot of the attacks he was receiving then from a lot of Boots fans. And I'm like, bro, when he did that, it just went up 10 more degrees. So we'll see how it work out, man. I'm finna get ready to drop these phone lines. Y'all call the show.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Hold on, y'all. We got a cash app. Hold on, we got a cash app. We got a call and the cash app. So let me get to the cash app. Hold on. Caller, hold on. Let me get to the cash app. Goddamn motherfucking boy, B. Norman, boy. He talking that shit, boy. I ain't never heard nobody call Boots. What he said, Boots? Say Boots food.
But this bum been taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Shout out to Candy Slim.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, can we get Chugga for Junior if Junior need a tune-up? That's a good question. I didn't see it, Slim. I didn't see it, Candace. That's a good question. That's a really, really good question right there. Either Karen or any of those other guys, or you know what, or even a unification match. Because we got to get some clarity. We have to get some clarity in this welterweight division. We have to get the clarity.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me, fam.
Coach, I will say this respectfully. For the father that just got off the phone, I know you're supposed to cap. I know for your son. I know you're supposed to talk that way. Respect to that. And I like your son. I wish him well. But when your son meets Boots in the center of the ring and the bell rings, that's what's going to matter. All that other stuff comparing, common opponents don't mean shit, man. That's real talk. But, Coach, let me start by saying thank you to Mr. Tomato Can. We met. Good dude.
Yeah.
Him is a beautiful wife. It was great meeting you guys. Thank you for the tickets. You made a friend of me, and I will see you again. Yes, sir. Thank you. Back to boxing, Coach. A lot of fights this past weekend, Coach.
Yeah, some good fights.
Did you get to see all of them?
Yeah, I mean, not all of them. I got a chance to see Boots and Karen.
Hello?
I didn't. I missed Bam, which was. Can you hear me? Yeah. I think you lost. I think you. I can hear you, but you can't hear me.
Hello.
Yeah, Jamie can't hear me. Call. Yeah, Jamie on the phone up.
Call from.
Jamie on. Let me see what's up. Hoping it ain't my phone. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Marcus Kane from Compton. What's going on, Coach Malachi?
Marcus from Compton, talk to me, brother.
I heard Norman Senior speaking on the interview, man. I just want to say this. Boots, he can fight, but Boots needs a lot of work. And any trainer and good manager, they can see that Boots has flaws. And just all the hype that's surrounding Boots, the next Roy Jones and all these things, he just needs some work. To me, he looked like Spence, off balance, throwing wide shots, lunging, reaching, and he throws a lot of low blows when he get in trouble. He got hurt a couple of times in that fight against Karen. So
he did.
And,
his fans won't admit it, but he did.
Right, most definitely. His fans, they won't admit it. Sometimes you got to put your feelings to the side and just deal with real boxing. I hope they don't put Boots in the ring with Crawford because Bud gonna hurt him. He gonna do him just like he did Spence, just on boxing. It's too much hype surrounding Boots. He needs a lot of work, and his father, he's a detriment to Boots as well.
Why you say that?
Because they haven't given him no good dancing partners. He needs that. The brother talented, but man, if they get him in there with somebody who can counterpunch, he's in trouble.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I mean, Bozy is not like a lot of these other boxing dads. Like, he's not overbearing like that. Like, Bozy seems like a really, really like cool guy, and I don't understand, like, why would you say that he's a detriment to Boots? What you mean from a training standpoint, giving instructions in the corner of the fight?
What I mean, but just from a training standpoint, how he just kept saying, just get him out of there. He wasn't giving him no different instructions to make, changes in his fighting style against Karen. Just get him out of there, man. Walk him down, get him out of there. I think he should have better instructions. What I mean by that, not, I know he's not overbearing, but as far as how he was just telling him in the corner, man, get him out of here, get him out of here. Boots can have no adjustments. And he didn't look that great. I'm just going to be real. If he fight anybody with some power and that can counterpunch, he may take his first loss.
Well,
and it may derail his career.
Is it that he didn't look that great, or he didn't live up to your expectations as it relates to who he fought?
No. After I seen Boots fight a couple of times, I watched some of his fights. It's not expectations because he fights the same.
Yeah.
He just has flaws in his game. His defense is horrible. Now, if he fight behind his jab a little bit more and stop trying to be so flashy, he has talent.
Yeah,
he's a talented fighter, but
he
can't fight somebody who can fight like that. He will get hurt. We've seen it. So,
right. Listen, shout out to Martin, man.
That's my call, man. I just wanted to tap in.
Compton in the house. CPT, man. Salute, fam. Compton's in
Much
the
love,
house.
man.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you guys videos. You guys look up in the comments. I can show you the videos, what people were saying. Like right here with fight, right here on the Michael Benson's tweet. If I look on the Fight Hype, the post-fight press conference, I can just show you guys just what the people are saying. And again, we do this for the people, by the people, and the people, because we come from the people. This is what the people are saying, and who am I to argue with the people? So the people know what they saw. The people know what they saw. You get what I'm saying? So maybe it's a referendum. I don't Boots. I don't know. It is what it is, but we'll see. But he did win the fight. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey Mo, do I sound? Am I good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound like you're in the hallway, but I got you.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to, I was one of the first jokers to tell y'all that Boots was a protected fighter. Remember I told y'all this, remember?
Yeah, I remember you told me that. You said that.
Yeah, but it's not even about that. Boots is who Boots is, and I'm not saying he's overrated, underrated. I'm just saying he is a protected boxer for a reason. It's a lot of fights Boots turned down, and a lot of fights that they didn't want or they didn't want to pay for the top level competition. But my problem I have is with Brian Norman. Man. Like, I'm just tired of how they going to devalue Boots putting 14 and 10K. So you telling me when Brian fight in the summertime in State Farm, he about to put 10K in it? Can they even book a fight for him in State Farm? Because he's in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, he's in Atlanta.
So for them to sit there, so for them to devalue what Boots is doing, trying to use this for an excuse why not to fight him, and Jokers is Jokers is falling for this bullshit. Slim, make the fight. Boots is the best fight you can make. That's the fight people want to do. And y'all sitting here, you literally saying, we going to slow walk it. We going to slow walk it. Why you want to slow walk it? Get the people to fight, because there's no point in beating around the bush. Y'all saying that man is this, that man is this. Fight him, man. Fight him.
Yeah.
Man, nobody trying to hear that bullshit. Now y'all trying to price yourself out. Y'all wanted what? How much? They wanted 2 something. They wanted 2 something a few months ago. They probably want 3 something now. Like, this shit crazy, Slim. But the most surprising fight to me was actually motherfucking my man Abdullah Mason. Man, I did not expect Abdullah to he did his thing, but Abdullah came out a little, I don't know what the fuck that was, but he ended up doing what he's supposed to do. But that was it, Slim. That was it. That's all I got, man.
I mean, shout out to Ron Boy. Salute, fam. DC in the house. Yeah, man. The Abdullah Mason, I saw the fight. No, matter of fact, we called that fight. We called that fight that night. And Abdullah Mason, he had his guard up, but wait, the reason why he kept getting hit with that left hook, the way Buddy was throwing that left hook, he threw it on the inside of the guard, caught it right on the chin. He had his guard here, but he was catching it right on the chin. A perfectly placed shot. So he's going to learn. He's going to learn from that. He's a kid. He's going to learn from that. And he got up both times and he finished him. He dropped. He ended up stopping him. He dropped him twice, stopped, and he ended up stopping him. So I mean, it is what it is. He's going to learn from that. Being overly aggressive. You got to be a little bit more patient and methodical. Some would say that even Boots is kind of overly aggressive as well, defensively. But I think Carla, hold on. Boots drop his hands a lot. And I think he does that because, Roy Jones used to do that. Roy dropped his hands a little bit, and then he was quick enough to get away with a lot of stuff. Roy Jones did a lot of unconventional stuff that you don't teach in the gym. You get what I'm saying? But he was fast enough to get away with that. I don't see any of that in Boots. I see he dresses nice, he's quick, he's fast, but there's not 1 ounce. That's not 1 ounce of Roy Jones in him, his style or anything. That's not there. So I just think what we got to do, we got to turn down. We got to, as boxing fans and even Pro Boost YouTube channels, just got to pipe down the hyperbole a little bit. He's a good fighter. I think Boots has had 33, 34 fights right now. He's almost had 40 fights. So you get what I'm saying? And time will tell. Time will tell who he beats and stuff like that if he's that next guy. That go for any of these young fighters. Stop comparing, because I think we put too much pressure I'm not saying me, I don't do that. But for the people who do that, you put too much pressure on these fighters. They watch these YouTube videos and then they want to live up to those expectations. And then when they don't live up to the expectations that you placed on them, then y'all want to get mad and say, oh man, he wasn't what I thought he was. But that was your fault. You get what I'm saying? Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie from New York. 2 times. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. Coach, man, listen, I got a lot to say. Please work with me, man. If you feel I'm talking too much, hit the song. Let me start with Keyshawn, man. Bro, that's how you make a fucking statement. Precisely how you stop a motherfucker. This boy is a serious threat in that division, all right? That was a nasty knockout. This boy, Coach, has tremendous power. I saw when this boy fell, Coach, before he hit the canvas, his feet were off the ground, bro. Like he got hit by a heavyweight. You know what I'm talking about? So, Kid Austin, what's up? And for his daddy, stop the cap. That's how you make a statement. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? No excuses. That guy came in overweight. I heard 6 pounds. The boy went on, took the fight, and we saw what he did. So that boy wants all the smoke, and he's serious. And also for Tank, you're running out of excuses. Now you got the next generation calling you out. That's a bad look, son, and that's also bad for business. So, Bam Bam, Coach. Great fighter. Not much I want to say about him. He came in to knock his opponent out, and that's exactly what he did, and he did it quick. He's a great fighter. Boots. Coach, Boots. I was not impressed. You already know I was there. Let me tell you why I wasn't impressed with the guy. He's a good fighter. He does have skills, and he clearly won. I'm not going to knock him for that. The problem is his defense. And, he was getting hit flush, man, way too many times for my liking. Yeah. All right? And his father wasn't really giving him instructions. I heard that he was just – my phone was ringing off the hook as soon as the fight was finished. I heard that his father kept saying, knock him out. He needs to keep his hands up, bro. You know what I mean? That left hand by Karen was landing all night. All night. Okay? And let me tell you, Coach, heavy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You're right. I agree with you 100%. If Karen had more power, we would be talking about something else today. I agree with that. But, remember, Coach, Karen, the first fight, he was running, right? But, bro, I was hoping all day. I was thinking that, I'm hoping that Boots learned how to cut off the ring because he was having trouble with that guy the first fight. But anyway, it didn't take me long to realize that Karen came to fight, man. About the second, third round, I'm like, this motherfucker's serious. Coach, we both know he's not going to win in Philly the way he fought the last time. And again, Boots is lucky Karen doesn't have punching power like that. Because, Coach, let me tell you the difference in the people listening in the chat. Here's the difference between a good fighter and a great fighter. Okay? Listen, Coach, talking about great fighters. You ever seen Bud play with his food or Sugar Ray?
No.
Okay. How about Virgil Ortiz Jr.? He's going to have trouble with that kid, Coach. You feel me? I heard he's going up to 154.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. Listen, you want to be great, you're going to have to go through that kid. All right? He comes to fight. He comes to knock you out, man. And he throws a lot of shots. And he's a hard bro. He can punch, bro. I know he gets his defense is not that great, but Boots is going to have issues with this guy. So, back to Karen, man. Karen put a great fight, Coach. I was proud of him. Again, Boots, man, it's defense, Coach. He should listen. Okay, Coach. Karen was landing heavy. We know that. Bro, I saw only you do stupid shit like this when you're getting hurt and you're getting touched. I saw him trying to do the Floyd Mayweather. I saw him trying to do the Pernell Whitaker, Coach. I saw this motherfucking looking outside the ring. All right, I get it. All right, Coach, but listen, that's all I got for you, man. Salute from New York, and peace.
All right, salute, fam. Got James from New York. Yeah, I think that's the showboating part of it. And again, that's what it is. Boots is in Philly. He wants to showboat for his fans. And every fighter does that. Every fighter does that for the most part. Well, not every fighter, but I get it. You get what I'm saying? I just think that us as boxing fans, hold on. I think us as boxing fans, we got to stop listening to these certain fighter YouTube channels and these bought and paid for media outlets who like to kiss ass for interviews and tell the fighter or their fans what they want to hear in order to make them feel good. And just be honest, we got to stop jumping out the window and calling these guys the next Sugar such and such. No, in order for me to compare you to Sugar, you got to do what the Sugars have done. Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, and I even say Sugar Shane Mosley. In order for me to say, well, you the next such and such, you got to do what the next such and such did. If you haven't done any of those things, no one has a right to say that you that guy. Sometimes you get some of these old retired fighters, they'll do the same thing. You're like, even Roy. Like, if you talk to Roy now, a lot of people don't know. Roy Jones Jr., the boxer, is totally different from the person he is now as the retired Hall of Famer. The person he is now, he's a lot more nicer, sweeter, all that stuff there. Roy Jones Jr., the boxer, when he was in his prime, prior to getting knocked out by Tarver, he was a total different guy, total different mentality. You get what I'm saying? I don't see that in these guys. I don't see it. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid, fam. I haven't drunk the Jim Jones juice. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn about, kiss nobody else for the interview. That ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna call it the way I see it. We gotta stop. We gotta stop putting these pressure on these kids because they're trying to get in there. They're trying to get in there and live. They're trying to get in there and live up to your expectations. And then when they don't live up to your expectations that you placed on them, then everybody mad. You get what I'm saying? So, Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin, talk to me.
Yeah, Coach. I just think it's funny how Brian Norman Sr. was basically talking down on Boots' resume while trying to hype up his sons. Kept bringing up, in both interviews, not just this one, kept bringing up some Damian Fernandez guy. And I actually looked at old boy's resume. Do you know this guy got knocked out in 1 out of every 4 fights the man had? But yet he wants to sit here and, and then Boots fought David Avocado 2 years after Bud beat him. Well, his son fought that same dude 2 years after Boots knocked him out. So it's like, what are you really talking about? And then all this Santillan this, Santillan that. Coach, the only reason why I know who the hell Santillan is because I'm a fan of Robert Garcia as a trainer and I follow his fighters. Outside of that, I wouldn't know who the hell this dude is. And I mean, when his claim to fame is he beat the guy that beat Blair the Flair. Come on, man. Who the hell is Blair the Flair? He's more known for his antics.
What you mean who was Blair the Flair? Blair the Flair is one of the best fighters to step out of the city of Philadelphia. Blair the Flair is the only fighter that knocked Adrian Broner toothpicks out of his mouth. What you talking about, fam?
Hey, the only reason my Donna didn't do it is because Broner had better dinner when he was the Golden Boy. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? It's like, what you really talking about, man? And I mean, I just hate this whole, okay, you're happy because old boy had a letdown performance, and he did. And it reminds me of something Steve Kim said on your show.
He won. He didn't win no 119-107, but he won the fight. So, I mean... is there criticism? Yeah, it's a lot of criticism. But
for sure. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not only did you win, it's how did you win. You should have had a blown-out performance. You're fighting this dude for the second time in your career in front of your home crowd. I mean, if I was a Philly fan, I'm going to keep it real, Coach. I wouldn't even went to that fight because it's like, come on, man, you keep bringing us some bullshit. I want to see you fight somebody good, somebody elite, either a current champ or ex-champ, but you bringing me some bullshit. No disrespect to Karen Chukhadzhian because he proved me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm man enough to admit.
He proved me wrong too. He proved everybody wrong. Shit, I had no idea he was going to step the Boots in that fight. I don't think no one saw that coming. He stepped the Boots as though Boots wasn't even a puncher. And he did that the entire night. So I'm gonna say this. I tell you what did surprise me. I think the fans were upset because before the fight, Boots and his dad said they was gonna knock Karen out. Do you think that's why people are giving him the criticism? Because he struggled. I mean, he didn't knock Karen Chukhadzhian out after saying that he was gonna knock him out, and he gonna show how great he is, and they didn't really see that. Do you think that's it?
I mean, even if they hadn't said it, it was still expected. When you knock out 27, 28, whatever it's been of his opponents, it's expected. I mean, the only person in 24 fights that he wasn't able to knock out is Karen Chukhadzhian.
Yeah.
So you're expecting that knockout because you're basically putting yourself out there. I'm a power puncher. I'm a switch hitter. Basically, he's supposed to be a bigger, better version of Errol Spence. At least that's what I think of him as, or thought of him as, because I see clearly now, because it's like every other fighter. The really elite fighters, they just keep on getting better and better. The really good fighters, they get exposed as they move up. It's like Steve Kim said one time. He said, elite fighters, great fighters, don't have letdown performances like this. They just don't. You know what I mean? They rise to the occasion. They beat the guys they're supposed to beat, and they beat them handily. And it just didn't happen in this case. I get the Karen Chukhadzhian came to fight, but that shouldn't change the fact that you know how this dude fights. You've been in there. You felt his power. And maybe that's why he took more punishment than he did, because he wanted to sit down on his punches and he wanted to hit him clean and sleep him.
All right. All right, but salute, fam. Shout out to you, fam. Keep him down. Keep him down. Hold on. You said no. He on the phone up. Damn, my bad. He on the phone up. Shit.
All right.
He on the phone.
Hey, look. I'm glad he said what he said about the David Fernandez. I'm bringing up. He's making my point. My point is, Boots should have knocked him out. He's been knocked out one of each four, like he just said. Who's playing with him? Why are you playing with your fool? He just literally made my point and then go on to say what he should have did to Karen. You're making my point, you idiot. Making my point. That's the point. I just want to call back and say that I want to talk to him personally, because he gonna think he gonna talk shit about what I said and then prove what I said. He said that guy that I'm talking about had been knocked out. And my son knocked him out the same way. I wasn't bragging on knocking him out. I was saying what Boots should have did to him. What Boots did not do to him. You feel me?
Yeah, I understand. All right,
that's all I was saying.
All right. All right, I'm gonna give you. I'm saying you're working right now, right?
I mean, yeah, we call me. If he wanted to come back on, I would love to talk to him, because he's a fucking idiot. Like you're gonna argue what I said and then say what I said.
Hold on,
you made my point.
I got a call on right now. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
James Lee, coach.
James Lee. We got B Norman on senior on the panel right now. You want to say something to him?
Yeah, brother. Hey, B Norman. Shout out to you and your son, brother.
Appreciate you.
I want to give you much props on what you're doing with your son, man. You know, it's not enough of that in this world, brother.
Appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I really didn't have any questions for you. I really wanted to expound on, some of the fans, man, and how everybody say they want a 50-50 fight, and then when guys go in and they actually have 50-50 fights. See, a lot of people saying that Karen wasn't nobody, and that's because they don't know him. You feel what I'm saying? So as boxing fans, sometimes we get fickle. Just because we don't know people, or just because the YouTube guys don't talk about these people, we think that they can't fight. But boxing is an art. Like everybody can't get in there and do that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what these people fail to realize, man. Nobody wants to give Karen credit. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, he had a good fight with Boots. That was a great fight. It was mistakes made on both parts in there on that fight, but for the most part, that was a good fight. People don't realize, man, Karen was kind of savvy, because Boots had him twice. That he was about to knock him out, but Karen was able to hold that arm, whereas though Boots couldn't get him other shots. And see, that's the savvy skills that some boxers pick up. All of them don't pick that up, but some of them do. And Karen is a good fighter, brother. And what I did want to say to you is, if you feel that you guys can knock Boots out, right, just by watching that fight, or just by sparring before or whatever, let's see B Junior against Karen, and we see how that one goes. We can get a measuring stick.
You heard him, B?
So about that Junior, I heard him. So my thing about the Junior versus Karen, I would love that fight, but the thing is, we gonna get the big dog. We gonna get the guy that beat Karen before Karen. Like, well, we want Karen. We don't need to measure up to Karen to see if we can fight Boots. We know we can fight Boots. We want to fight Boots. We don't want to fight Karen. So why are y'all saying see if we can beat Karen? Why not just see if we can beat Boots? Let's just fucking skip the bullshit. What are y'all talking about?
But I'm
and
saying,
another thing I heard that same guy.
But if you,
my bad. Look, I heard.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
I was saying the same guy before the same guy before that made me call back. He also tried to discredit Santiana, discredit Rocha, and discredit blah blah blah. Then by coming in and saying what Boots was supposed to do to Karen. You can't discredit these people when Boots hasn't beat anybody at all that hasn't done anything at all, especially not at 147. So you called in to say, he's bragging on Santiana. No, I'm bragging on the fight that my son was set to lose. I'm bragging on the fight that my son was set to be bragging on the fight that and Boots it was minus. This guy was plus 1275 and he gave Boots hell. That's what I'm talking about. The people who call it saying Boots
Hey B, your phone breaking up. Your phone breaking up, fam. I can't hear you. You sound very robotic. All right. You know what I do? I'll just call you because I can't. You don't froze up. You don't froze up. He don't froze up. Hey James Lee. I can't hear him. But go ahead, James. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, he's breaking up.
But go ahead. I don't.
That's what I was really saying, Coach. I'm saying that, you know, to that fight, the Boots and the Karen fight, man, I give both of those guys credit. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing that that a lot of fans don't understand is, yeah, they stepped into the ring with each other before, right? So how come both of them didn't, you know, figure out things about each other? That's what could have happened. Yeah. And who's not to say that Karen don't have a chin? You know? He got a chin. That don't mean that Boots don't hit hard, or that don't mean that Kern don't hit hard because Boots didn't get knocked out. Both of them could have chins. You know what I'm saying? We gotta.
Hold on. Gonna merge this call right here.
Turn it out.
All right. Hold on. I got both of y'all on here. Hey B, I got you on here now. Go ahead.
Okay. What I was saying, I don't know what part y'all heard and what y'all didn't hear, but what I said, we don't want to fight Karen. We would fight him, but we want to fight Boots. We want to fight the guy that beat Karen. And the people that's calling in saying what Boots should have did to Karen and what he was expected to do to Karen, that y'all are making my point. My point is there has never been a fight that Boots has been in where the opponent had any chance in hell of beating him. Karen was plus 1275. My son was plus 450 if you want to try to discredit Giovanni Santiana. No matter what you want to say, Giovanni Santiana was supposed to be my son. My son did not, in his hometown, the whole nine. So I'm not saying we beat some kind of hero. I'm saying we beat a better opponent than Boots did because we beat an opponent that was supposed to beat us. We beat an opponent that had a chance of beating us. Nobody ever gave Cameron more than 5% chance of beating Boots. Nobody ever gave Roman Villa more than 5% chance of beating Boots. Roman Villa didn't have a chance of beating Boots. These guys that he's fighting in there, David Albanese, after coming up 2-year knockout, he damn sure didn't have a snowball chance of hell to beat Boots. So what are we talking about? Y'all making you're talking about what I'm saying I'm capping, which capping means lying, when I'm sitting and then turn around and make my point. You're only saying this shit because you don't like me. Fuck y'all because you don't like me. That ain't the point. But at least know what you're talking about and mean what you're saying. At least know what you're talking about and speak facts. Yeah.
See, you've been a professional boxer, man.
Absolutely.
And your son is a professional boxer, right?
Yes, sir.
Some of these fickle fans don't understand that point. They like Coach B saying, man, a lot of these people, they only know. A lot of people don't watch like all fights. A lot of people only know who the YouTubers talk about, right? A lot of these fighters can actually fight. They just don't get a chance because of the politics of the game.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely.
The only thing that I'm saying, and I know that you're saying that it was funny money. You feel what I'm saying? And you feel as though that you didn't want to go to Philly, right?
Yeah.
So at that aspect, we know that Eddie ain't playing fair, right? So it seems like the only way that you're gonna get that fight with Boots, right? That y'all gonna get that fight is to take what they're giving y'all or to move on.
Well, see,
the way that it seems.
the way that it seems now is that Boots about to go up.
But this is my point. But my point is, we're not going to rely our career on Boots. So for us, you just said wait, listen. You said the only way to get that fight. That means that initially when this even happened, they called for us. We didn't call for them. They started this shit. We didn't start nothing. We just replied because, again, it started with Captain coming out of their mouth. I don't think Boots did it on purpose. I think Eddie was the one that started the fuckery. You know what I mean? And that's what came out at first. That's what started all of this. That's how this whole thing got where it is. Now, all of a sudden, we're tied together in a negative way, but that's not even what we was looking for. We was living our own career, doing our own thing, but now all of a sudden, people say, well, if you want to fight, we didn't come out saying, yeah, we'll do this and we'll do that. No, we will. You get what I'm saying? But we ain't got to you ain't gonna make us want something that we never fucking said, yeah, we gonna do this, we gonna come to your house. No, we will. But if you gonna do that, then you gonna pay us. Otherwise, we're going to get it on our own time. And we will fight Boots no matter what. Whether it's now, we want to fight him now. But whether it's now, and I'm saying later, whether he can go to 154. I don't want him to go to 154. I don't want to hear the fans saying, yeah, you weight training back. I don't want to hear that shit. I want him to stay at 147. I want it to happen in 2025. Right. That's what I'm saying right now.
All right, B. All right, but listen, Jane Lee, we got other calls calling in, fam. I gotta let other people come in.
Yes, sir, brother.
All right, salute, man. Shout out to Jane Lee. Give him a round of applause. Hey, B, that's all you had? B. Sorry about that. B, that's all you had? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to talk about that guy. I was trying to catch him before he left. That's why I hurried up and click that damn link. I'm like, how you gonna make my motherfucking, how you gonna talk about my argument and then make my argument, you dumbass? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You said, you talking about this guy, Damian Fernandez. I looked this guy up. Coach, do you know this guy got knocked out exactly in the first round? He got knocked out by a 135-pounder. Why did he go 3 rounds with Boots? You're making my point. You're making my point. He didn't go no rounds with my son. He was afraid of my son. Didn't even try to punch at my son. As he should have been with Boots don't go ahead. That's one of the fighters that Boots fought when he was doing that Matrix shit. When he was doing that Matrix shit where he paused sideways. Remember that shit? That's who he was fighting. A fucking bum.
so
making my fucking point. Y'all making my point and don't even know, you idiot.
Okay, but if Boots fought a bum, you admitted yourself that, y'all fought bums as well. So
I did. Yeah. No. He played. I'm not. See, there you go. Now you trying to twist shit. I'm telling you, he didn't do what he was supposed to do with the bum that he fought. We did exactly what we were supposed to do with the exact same bum. Hear me out. We did exactly what we were supposed to do with the exact same bum that we fought. We fought the exact same bum. We went in there and did what we were supposed to do. 135-pounder came in there with that bum after us and fought him and knocked him the fuck out in 1 round. Why did Boots not knock this man out in 1 round? Why was Boots holding this man? Why was he? Hold 2 seconds, bro. I'm sorry, Coach.
All right.
But this bum been taking the easy matches. Fight another bum. Yes, sir.
Yeah, my bad. So my point is, everybody's making my point. I'm saying, why are you fucking you in your plan? Why are you doing matrix moves by highlight on a fucking bum? Why are you holding? You held the bum to keep from punching with you. Go look at it. I'll send you the video. He held him. I'm not finna hold you, you fucking bum. I dare you to punch at me. You watched the fight that my son fought me. He dared him to punch at him. Ain't no holding. Ain't no motherfucking matrix slipping. Fuck you. I'm taking you out. That's my point. I'm old school with this shit. I'm fucking rough and rugged with this shit. We ain't fucking trying to look flashy and goddamn do all this and doing all that for the fucking cameras. We taking you out. And the fact that you hitting this man and this man didn't go down, the fact that you punching on this man, he didn't go nowhere, that tells me too much. 135-pounder came right after us and knocked him the fuck out of 1 round. He is a bum. Treat him like a bum. Don't do 3 rounds with him. His daddy was cussing him out in the fight. Go look.
Yeah.
Am I lying, Coach? You saw the fight. Am I lying?
You talking about the Karen fight?
No, hell no. In the Damian Fernandez, the one that's why I'm calling it back. Like, bro, you made my point.
You know what?
Like,
you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember Bozier cussing him out. I'm not saying he didn't.
Damian Fernandez. No, I sent it to you. You can look at your link. I sent it to you. I sent you my son fighting him, and I sent you him fighting him. He was holding a bomb. The fact that you're in there with a bomb and this bomb is giving you competition for 3 rounds is an issue. The bomb is giving you, you're backing up from a bomb. I just told you, just to let y'all know I ain't fucking capping, aka lying, the fucking bomb backed you up. All of this shit goes together. Karen backed you up. Karen is not a bomb, but Karen backed you up. All of this shit goes together.
I mean, people know that Karen, well, you knew, and I knew, but people who don't know that well know that Karen is not a bomb now. After the fact,
right.
they didn't even know that Karen was an Olympian, so they didn't even know. So, you know, but now people are looking at Karen like, wait a minute now, hold on now, this dude better than I thought he was. You know, so I think that's what it was myself. He's a better fighter than what people thought he was.
No, I agree with you, Coach. I agree with you, Coach. But what I'm saying, I was just trying to make a point. These people calling, you know, saying asinine shit, and then look, and say I'm lying, say I'm capping, and then repeat what I say in another way. That's all I'm saying. Like, do they even hear themselves? Do they, you know, people got so much hate in this thing for me that they're not taking the substance of what the words that are actually coming out of my fucking mouth.
All right, I understand. But listen, man, B, man, I appreciate you, brother. I really do appreciate you calling back, man. I got to get you back on the show.
Okay, Coach.
All right, yes, sir. Let's get B Norman a round of applause. I want to let the other y'all call the show, man. Y'all call the show, man. God damn. Y'all, hey, you know what? Y'all didn't get a chance to call a lot, so man, we gonna rock out about another 30 minutes, man. So I'm gonna let the people call the show, man. It is what it is, man. I apologize, man. God damn. You know, it is what it is, fam.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Coach, this is Mason. What's going on with you?
Hey, Mason, what's going on, brother, man? Salute, fam.
Hey, man, check this out, man. I can't let cuz just get off with that bullshit like that. Listen, the nigga said Boots is fool, but he also said he had Boots beating Crawford. So if Boots is fool and he can beat Crawford, what the fuck are you talking about?
He changed his mind though. He said he did say that. He said he had Boots beating Crawford, but then he changed his mind. Now he say nah. He say nah. I don't think so now. So, and that's why I asked him. I say, are you changing your mind? Are you saying, because he never said Boots was fool before and they'll knock him out? Are you saying that now? Now after you saw the Karen fight, you know that's why I asked him that question.
That's all this shit is, nigga. Sharks smell blood in the water. Now they want to eat. But you was ducking the smoke fucking 3 months ago. But now all of a sudden the nigga have a tough fight on Saturday and you pop out Saturday night with the high videos and now you want the smoke. Now you back in the algorithm on every podcast with the bullshit. Come on, bro. Just keep it a buck. I smell a little blood in the water. I see some shit we can capitalize on. Let's make the fight happen.
Oh, let me see.
Because if you knew if you, Mr. fucking Fortune Teller, if you knew all of this shit before, in the past, why the fuck you ain't just take the fight and get the 1.7 million? And I ain't counting no pockets. I ain't counting nigga pockets. We're going to save that for tomorrow. But if you seen all of this shit, foresight, why you just ain't take the fight then?
Mm.
But you just had to wait for the nigga to show you a little bit of chinks in his armor. And now you want to bite. That's all it is. Just say that, gang. All the capping in the line and this, that, and third. The nigga pillow fisted. The nigga pillow fisted, but you had him beating Crawford. Come on now, make it make sense, bro. You talk too much. You talk too much, and niggas start to smell your bullshit. That's all I'm saying. So tone that shit back just a little bit, cause you talking too. And now he done put a target on his son back. Nigga, your son better not do a unanimous decision, a split decision, a majority decision. He better knock every nigga out cold for the rest of his fucking career. That you just told us your son can be Star King and everybody in the goddamn junk at 47. You done fucked up. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right?
I can't breathe.
Yeah, he just, like I say, man, you talk too much, and then that shit stop making sense after a while. But that's my call, coach.
All right, so oh, damn, dog. Sorry, bro. Hey, hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Looks so crazy now, huh? Y'all doing all right out there? Anybody okay? You know, some of y'all motherfuckers on suicide watch. Y'all like, hey, y'all can't talk that shit to me no more now. Bro, I'm betting on the knockout. That nigga going to sleep. He can't fuck with us, bro.
Is this your team? Is this your team?
Call, hold on.
Is this your team? The fuck out of here. Y'all will give me my respect. I pointed this out before this fight ever fucking happened. I told you, the nigga regular, it's just extreme, beautiful matchmaking. Now y'all seeing the real. The nigga is a regular fucking fighter.
You better run the 54. You still coming up there too. You gonna get this work. I don't look so crazy now, huh? Y'all doing all right out there?
Hey, Carter, what's your name when you call her from?
Hey, this girl from Fayetteville. You good, coach?
I just looked at the video.
Yeah.
He say, is this your king? And they, bro,
Yeah,
what is
right.
wrong with BC, you man? BC. Oh, that motherfucker got me over here crying,
All right, well,
dog. He got me over here crying.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, go ahead, fam.
Well, I got a few points. Well, first, with Boots and his last fight, it was a good fight. But what I realized in that fight was that Boots don't have no fucking jab. He didn't jab hardly at all that whole fight. And he has like a gear that once he reached his maximum gear, which is probably like third shift, he couldn't go to another gear. Yeah. And if you paid attention to like the championship rounds, he couldn't go to another gear. He was actually fatigued at the end of that fight.
Yeah.
He was tired, and while Chukhadzhian was holding, Boots was also holding his arm. He was hooking his arm under his elbow and then playing into Chukhadzhian already holding for the entire match to get some points deducted. Because if you remember, he won 8-4.
Mm.
So if Chukhadzhian didn't get dropped in that one round and he didn't get a point taken away in another round, Boots probably would have won that fight 115, 113, 116, 112. Something closer, a much closer fight than what the scorecards actually said. But two, I also got to do, shout out to all the veterans out here. I'm a U.S. Army veteran, so shout out to all my brothers and sisters in arms.
But two, shout out to Brian Norman Sr. and his son, because, you know, they doing their thing. But I got to push back on that little narrative that he was talking about, right? Because he was talking about how his son beat Santian and he treated him like a bum, like he was supposed to, and his son was the underdog. If your son is the underdog against a bum, that ain't nothing to flex about. That if Boots was fighting Santian, just like he said, he would have been like a +1 million if Boots was fighting Santian. But your son fighting a bum and he the underdog and they think he's supposed to get him out of there and your son went in and beat him. Yeah, that's a good thing that your son was an underdog and won. But an underdog against a bum ain't no flex at all. Now, I do think that him fighting Boots would be a good matchup. I think Boots would take him out of there. I don't know if he'll stop him. But I can't see Brian Norman beating Boots, and Boots is nowhere near prepared to fight Crawford, and that's all I got.
All right, salute, fam. Hey, bro. Hey, bro, listen, we gotta look at this again. We gotta look at this again. Let's look at this one more time.
Everybody okay? You know, some of y'all motherfuckers on suicide watch. Y'all like, hey, y'all can't talk that shit to me no more now. Bro, I'm betting on the knockout. That nigga going to sleep. He can't fuck with us, bro.
Is this your team? Is this your team? Is this your team? The fuck out of here. Y'all will give me my respect. I pointed this out before this fight ever fucking happened. I told you, the nigga regular, it's just extreme, beautiful matchmaking.
Hold on, I gotta say this here. The fight that Brian Norman Sr. is talking about, he's talking about Fernandez. He's talking about Fernandez. I don't know if you guys remember when B. Norman Jr. fought Fernandez. That's the fight he's talking about, the Fernandez fight. I don't want y'all to get the fighters confused. He's talking about Fernandez. He's not talking about Santian. He's talking about Fernandez. So, just want to throw that out there.
Now y'all seeing the real. The nigga is a regular fucking fighter.
You better run the 54. You still coming up there too. You gonna get this work. I don't look so crazy.
Hold on. Be crying, bro. He gonna get some death threats. He gonna get some death threats on this here. Hey, see, this is what he talking about. Y'all see what the people saying right here? Y'all see what the people saying? And this dude right here say, he say talking all that shit, but didn't want no smoke. This brother right here say, didn't his son get dropped by a journeyman though? His son isn't untouchable either. Yeah, this is what they're saying under the video. Now this was the night of the fight. And I think what B. Norman is saying is you see the flaws and the holes in the game. Hopefully, man, we get this fight, man. I think this is gonna be a mega fight. Boots and Brian Norman Jr., bro, that's gonna be a hell of an anticipated fight. Bro, I'm looking forward to the promotion for this fight. They're here cause Boots really ain't gonna do no talking. And Boots Ennis don't really doing the talking. So, Brian Norman Sr. gonna be the one to really sell this fight. Hold on. He gonna be the one to sell this fight. Hold on. This gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. I'm hoping like hell we get that fight there, bro. Matter of fact, if that fight get made, I'm going to that fight. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Coach, what's happening, man? It's sound like Fred, man.
Casino, talk to me, fam. ATL, stand up.
Hey, man, if that fight happen, I'm going too, man. For real.
I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be in that motherfucker, man. Man, this shit about Boots, his performance. I ain't gonna lie, man. He was getting hit a lot. You know what I mean? But I ain't really got nothing else to say about it other than what everybody else already said, so I ain't gonna keep talking about the same shit. Mm-hmm. But Keyshawn Davis, bro. I want to see Tank fight him, bro. Remember I was telling you, I was like, bro, I was telling you if he performed well against Lemos, I was like, that's gonna be the main nigga I want to see Tank fight.
Yeah.
Well, shit, nigga, I'm standing on that. Nigga, I need that. That's what I need. You feel me? I ain't one of them
fans that be trying to keep Tank safe. It was just that the niggas that y'all wanted to see fight Tank, but I felt like they weren't talking about shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But this right here, I gotta see that shit. Cause that's the type of nigga it's gonna take. He got he seemed like a complete fighter. He seemed like, you know what I'm saying, a complete fighter.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Like that's what I was telling y'all. I was like, well, we were saying last week, and you did say that. I remember you saying that, hey man, if Keyshawn can look impressive against Lemos or whatever, how you pronounce his name, that you wouldn't mind seeing that fight between him and Tank. And you know what? He looked very impressive. What I loved about what he did, his timing on the right cross. He caught Lemos jumped in the air, leaping left hook, and he just took a quarter of a step back, and then he came over the top with the right cross, and he dropped him the first time. And then the last time he dropped him 3 times, but then the last time when he knocked him out, he hit him with a double left hook to the body, left hook to the head, and then he came up with an uppercut, I think, uppercut or something of that sort, and knocked him off his feet. And then when he fell in the corner, knocked him off his feet, landed on his back. The referee fell with him, and he just stopped the fight. I mean, that was very impressive because, I thought that it was going to be a hard-nosed fight. Lemos is a Argentinian fighter. He's a tough fighter. Really, he should be 30-0. But some people say that he beat Africa. He didn't get the nod, but
I feel like he did.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. So yeah, man, just the way he disposed of him. He didn't have any problem with the pressure. None of that. And Keyshawn has a fair and friendly style too.
And that's the main thing I was noticing. Like, bro, a lot of people be talking about they don't be performing good at home and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't fold under no pressure, bro. That was a lot of pressure. You got all your brothers on there. You got your sisters singing the national anthem. Then you got the marching band. You got out your whole hometown. Then you got your mama walking out with you. You feel me? Like, it was mandatory that he had to stand on business, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. I gotta see Tank fight him. That's the nigga I've been looking for. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the nigga I've been looking for. Like, that's the competition right there. That's real competition at 135 right there. He got the whole package. He got defense, and he got offense, and he can knock you out and all that. You know what I'm saying? Got good size.
That would have been a man. Listen, if Junior wouldn't have got, if B. Norman Jr. wouldn't have got hurt, that would have been a great card for him to be on. He was supposed to be on that card, but he got hurt. Man, bro, that would have been lit. Man, that card was lit, bro.
That card was crazy though. And Abdullah Mason.
Yeah.
Bro, I liked that fight, bro. Yeah. That fight was crazy, and it showed me what he'll do if he get hurt. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he got hurt and he didn't give a damn. He came right back. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I like that.
Got dropped twice,
but he do need to work on. He need to make sure that shit don't be happening. You feel me? At the same time.
No, you're
right. But at the same time, you know what I mean? He battle tested. That's like a battle test right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what he'll do in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right about
that.
But
yeah, that's pretty much my call, bro. I just wanted to speak on all the fights that had just happened over the weekend and shit.
All right, man. Salute, man. Shout out to Casino, man. Thank you for calling, brother. ATL, stand up. ATL, stand up. Yeah, bro. Like, I can't even front, bro. Like, that fight right there, man. With Abdullah Mason, Keyshawn, you get what I'm saying? Hold on. Abdullah Mason, Keyshawn, that was a good fight. Abdullah Mason got dropped twice. I was like, damn, he got dropped twice. He got dropped one time, then he dropped, what's the name? Then he got dropped again. And, I'm looking at his defense, right? He had his hand up. He didn't drop his hand, but what happened was he didn't have the hand covering the chin. So the hook was coming on the inside of the guard, landed right on the chin. So he's going to go back and look at that and say, okay, you know what? Be a little bit more patient. You get what I'm saying? He's a young kid. I think he's only like 19 or 20 years old. So he gotta, he gonna learn from that. That right there, he definitely gotta learn from that. And I think he will. Hopefully. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Quentin from Texas, man. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good. Quentin from Texas. Talk to me, brother.
Oh man. Say, man. I'm on the video. That was my first time seeing that video from Brian Norman where he was saying, "Is this your king?" Oh my God, that shit is hilarious, man. But you know what, man? Keyshawn, he put on a good performance, but I would like to see him fight somebody in the top 5 before you get to talking about fighting somebody like a Tank Davis, man, because Lemos wasn't no top 5 fighter. He came in overweight, and he looked spectacular. I don't take nothing away from him. But I would like to see him do a Frank Martin, fight somebody next in that top 5 or fight somebody for a title shot.
You mean top 5 in the lightweight division?
Yes. Somebody, I don't want to see no more showcase fights. You know, exhibitions or whatever, man. I want to see something, a real threat in that top 5, man. I'm tired of these niggas in this homeboy system shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas need to be fighting each other. Ain't no friends in the division. And that night, to me, Abdullah Mason stole the show to me.
Yeah, I don't know if he's ranked in the top 5. I think he's ranked in the top 5 at, let me see something. I gotta see what his ranking is at 140. Because he fought Africa. And I know he has a world ranking. I think he's in the top. I think he's like in the top 3 in Argentina or somewhere up there, top 5 in Argentina. But let me look it up right quick, fam, and see if he's in the top 5 at 140. But I see what you're saying. That's why I asked you. You want him to fight a guy that's a top guy at 135. He actually, but I think he's one of the top 5. I think he's at least in the top 10 in 140. But let me see. Let me check for you. Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie, I wish Senior was online with you because I want to ask him what happened with the Teofimo situation, man. I thought that was a potential fight in which his son and Teofimo, which I would have loved to see that one.
Yeah, I don't even know. That's a good question. I don't even know about that. I don't even know if Teo moving up or whatever. I don't know what's going on with that, to be honest with you, brother.
But that's all I got, Coach. I'm going to enjoy the show.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Quinn, man. Texas, stand up, man. Texas in the house. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm trying to see. Let's go to Ring right quick. Let me go to Ring right quick. Where was Lemos at? Was he a top? Was Lemos a top? Is something wrong with Ring? Hey, when the last time somebody been to Ring website? They keep saying coming soon, like that website. This is the last call. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? All right. You didn't answer the phone. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, this is MB813.
MB813, talk to me, brother.
Hey, Coach, I'm calling to comment on Brian Norman, man. I got 2 things real quick. Now, he said he thought we got that Boots could be Bud. Right. Okay. So if he thought Boots could be Bud the whole time, now that means he think his son could be Bud? Because he ain't never stopped thinking his son could be Boots. That's number 1. Mm-hmm. Number 2, what make him think he gonna get a different negotiation this time around? Like, what make him think he gonna get the number he gonna get to make him say, okay, we're gonna accept the fight? If they come back around and say the same thing and do the same thing, he's doing a whole bunch of woofing for nothing. Like, take an offer that's, suitable or whatever and get the fight on. If not, man, he's doing a whole lot of capping, Coach, seems like to me, and he know this fight ain't gonna happen. That's my call, Coach.
All right, salute,
Let you get on with the rest of the show.
Shout out to MB813, man. Tampa, stand up, man. Salute, brother. Shout out to my brother, man. I mean, we seen a lot of stuff going with boxing. I mean, I think they said a long time ago. They say the fights happen when the fighters want to fight, and I think they'll get that fight. I think that fight will happen. I honestly, if it's one fight that I'm optimistic about, I am optimistic about the Jaron Boots Ennis and B. Norman Jr. fight. I'm optimistic about that. I think there's so much stuff that's been said, and I think it's going to get to the point to where, you know what, we're going to make this fight happen no matter what. You know, we're going to make this fight happen. Fuck the dumb shit. I honestly believe that. I'm honestly optimistic about that fight happening next year. I really am, to be fair. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Too Rich ATL.
Too Rich ATL, talk to me.
I was just going to start off. I heard you say something about Ring Magazine. You know, Turkey bought Ring Magazine. I think he's redoing the website.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it now. Turkey bought it.
Yeah, he bought it. Yeah. Power moves, man. Power moves. All right, but hey, Coach, now you can go back and look at any call that I called. I told you from Jump Street, boots for food at 154. You know, I ain't Monday morning quarterbacking. Yeah. I got the breakdowns on my channel after the first Karen fight.
What's your channel? Let everybody know your channel.
Too Rich, Mr. I Respect the Belt. Too Rich, Mr. I Respect the Belt.
Let me see if I subscribe. Let me see about subscribe. I think I subscribed. Yeah. Let me see.
All right. I showed with Karen, exposed them. And when I say exposed, I mean just show where holes are. Not that Karen could beat him, but just show where the holes were. Because he was catching Boots with the same punches the first fight. After the David Avenesian fight, I did a breakdown where I paused the video, had arrows to do a technical breakdown to show you Boots backing out with his head on the line, coming in with no jab, you know, and he did the same thing in this fight. I did a pre-fight breakdown of this fight. And I showed you Karen is going to time him with a left hook inside of Boots' wide right hook. You see what I mean? And I went on Blue Bloods and everything boxing before the fight. And I told him, I said, Karen's going to time him with that left hook inside Boots' wide punches. He's going to hurt Boots. I said, we're going to get to see a meaner Boots because that smile going to be wiped out his face and he's going to have to come back to win. And that's exactly how it played out. He has flaws. He is slow. When I say slow, meaning to get to his wind-up, it takes too long. And what I will say about Brian Norman Jr., he has no recoil on his punches. His punches will get there faster. It's a matter if Boots is too big to be knocked out. So a lot of people, Terrence Crawford punches are short. Keyshawn Davis punches are short. Boots punches are wide. All they have to do is time them. And we see I understand what Senior mean when he say Boots don't have power. Boots is powerful because he's bigger than everybody. Yeah. But he don't set his feet. If you move, he can't set his feet enough to land the power. The reason why he didn't get Karen out of there because a lot of it was arm punches. Yeah. You see what I mean? So when Karen pivoted, look at Boots' feet. They're out of place to land the power. So it's not really that he don't have power, but he got to land the power. He can only land power against a tomato can. You know, a guy that's standing there to be hit because it's like he's sparring. You see what I mean? And I just think you don't correct these mistakes with the top guys. You got to already have these mistakes shored up. I'm gonna land the plane right here. Boots' problem is the same problem Abdullah Mason is going to have. I call it the tomato can style of fighting, where you're trying to get on the inside to land off all your offense, but you're not prepared for defense. Now, to contrast it, I want you to look at Bam Rodriguez and Keyshawn Davis. Thanks. When did you see Boots faint? When did you see Abdullah Mason faint? Those top guys are going to time them coming in on the inside, just trying to use head movement on the inside. You got to get in, you got to get out. You see what I mean? Boots come in with no jab, and a lot of times he's exiting with his head dead in the air, because that's what you're doing when you don't think you're fighting somebody. Yeah. When you're not worried about nothing coming back. So to me, all this was predictable. I got all that on my page. If you look, I've been broke this stuff down. He has flaws. And it's because of this tomato can type of fighting they doing where they're not really fighting tough competition. Now, Abdullah, all he got to do, think more. Jump in, jump out, then jump in with your punch. Don't just sit there on the inside and try to land your punch. The same thing with Boots. He's going to have to do more thinking. And I think Boots got a bigger problem because the footwork is going to be a problem with these top guys.
Yeah, no. That's exactly what B. Norman Sr. is saying as it relates to what you were saying. As from a defensive standpoint, there are issues. Boots depends a lot on his athleticism. So this is why you see him do the things he do. It looks nice. It looks flashy. I see a lot of flash, but I don't see the substance. This is why I say that, hey, we got to stop comparing this, saying he the next Roy Jones and because he's a switch hitter. This what he'll do to Crawford because he's big. He looks muscular. He's ripped. No Diddy, stuff like that. But I'm like, dude, and I think because he's hearing that a lot, that he's trying to live up to that. And I think that's the issue. You can't try to live up to that because you're not going to be able to get away with that with a lot of people. When you get up there with the elite guys, it's going to get tougher because Boots has, 33, 34 fights. He almost had 40 fights. Damn near. He got 33 fights, I think. So 7 more fights, he going to have 40 fights. So, I think they can work on that. They can work on that. Stop being so flashy, be not a little more, but a lot more defensively sound, especially when you get in there with a puncher. Don't get hit with those 3-4 points combinations you was getting hit with against Karen.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to get away with certain things. So, I think him and Bozy will go back and look at the film and they'll see. Maybe they can make adjustments. If not, it's going to be a long night.
Yeah, and I just think the cure is think more. See, when a fighter thinks, he's being defensively responsible. Now, he's not just going in there like you can't do nothing to me. He's thinking you. He's kind of pull you out. And I think that's what Boots and Abdullah got to do more thinking. Look at Bam Rodriguez and look how powerful he looked. Look at that knockout when he knocked the guy out with the uppercut. He fainted in. He fainted out. Then he jumped in with the uppercut, making that uppercut more powerful. And you saw the same thing with Keyshawn, working that range of distance, controlling that distance, fainting and jumping in, get the shit off, get back up out of there. Have an exit punch, right hook, exit out, pivot out.
I'm looking at.
They can be worked on. I think Boots stay at 147. Stay at 147 because they're gonna fight him now. They're gonna fight him now.
Yeah.
He should stay at 147 and see if he can undisputed at 147.
All right. Well, salute, fam. Hey, shout out to Two Rich, man. ATL.
Okay.
Now you know what? I will say this. If you're Boots, this is a good thing. I'm gonna tell you why. B. Norman just said, goddamn it, he fooled at 147. If any other boxer that's at 147 feels that Boots is fooled, maybe he will not have a hard time getting fights now. Do you get what I'm saying? Prior to the Karen fight, people were looking at him like he was invincible. He'll beat everybody. He's just too good, too great. Now people looking like, people second guessing what they initially thought he was. So now I'm seeing, you know what? Maybe people be more anxious to get in the ring with him now. I'm hearing Virgil Ortiz saying that, hey man, this guy ain't invincible. We can beat him. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this. Because that was the last call. I will say this. If Boots fight Virgil Ortiz, it's one person that I'm looking at that I'm worried about in that fight. And if you're a Boots fan, I want you to hear me out very good, very well. So one person you need to worry about. It's not Virgil. Even though Virgil is the one that's getting in there fighting, it's Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia trained fighters is a motherfucker. His fighters are very disciplined. Robert Garcia come up with really, really good game plans, especially with big fights. Whether it's Marcos Maidana or whoever, especially with Bam, especially when it's big fights. He come up, I'm telling you, bro, that's if you go into war and you in the hole, right? You go into war and you got a general. You got Boots Ennis, who's the general over there with Boots, and you got Robert Garcia, who will be the general over there with Virgil Ortiz. Robert Garcia, I'm telling you, bro, that's, I think I would say that, and this is no disrespect to Bozy, but just based on the track record that Robert Garcia has, and I'm going by his track record over the years, I would say that he would be the better trainer in that. I would definitely say that. Like Robert Garcia, if they call him Boots out now and they can make that fight happen, that's gonna be a rough one, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. It's Robert Garcia is the one that I'm worried about. Robert Garcia. Because of the type of discipline that his fighters have in big fights. He has a track record from a training standpoint, his fighters don't have the flash. Like that uppercut that Bam knocked Buddy out with, Bam did leap in there. He timed it with the uppercut, but he did it at an angle too. He didn't come straight up the middle. He came at an angle, bam, and then got him, and then pivoted and got him out of there. You know, you guys know Bam is top 5, in my opinion. Bam is one of my favorite fighters. I love Bam. I had him top 5. Some people say he's top 6 because of Beterbiev now is in there. But yeah, man, let me tell you something, man. Like, if you look at any of Robert Garcia fighters, he take blue-collar fighters. He'll take these blue-collar fighters, and these fighters will fight these guys who they supposed to lose to, or these guys are supposed to be better than them, more athletic than them, and he gets the most. Robert Garcia gets the most out of his fighters. Robert Garcia gets the most out of his fighters, fam. Like, literally, bro. He gets the most out of his fighters. That's what I would be worried about. Those defensive flaws that we saw that Boots had against Karen, if he fights Virgil Ortiz, he cannot have those same defensive flaws. He can't have those same defensive flaws against Virgil. Again, Virgil has never fought for a title, and Boots was he was the email champion. We know that, right? And Virgil has never fought anyone like a Boots. But the boy can't punch. And I have that fight a 50-50 fight myself. Because, you know, styles make fights. Boots is a little bit more athletic than Virgil. Virgil is a little bit more. Boots said that Virgil is a pressure fighter. He loved pressure fighters, but Virgil is not a zombie. Virgil is not a zombie pressure fighter. He's not Vila. He's not the type of pressure fighter like Vila, real slow. No, that boy got a fastball and a curveball. You get what I'm saying? So I hear what Boots is saying after the press conference. Oh man, you know I love pressure fighters. No, hold on, let me let you guys hear this. Let me let you guys hear what Eddie Hearn said, bro. I don't even know why Eddie said, bro. I'm sitting there like, hold on, man. Let me let y'all hear what Eddie Hearn said, fam. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up right here. Let y'all hear what Eddie Hearn said. I don't know if y'all hold on, let me see something. Yeah, man, like, bro, I listen. I'm sitting there looking at this like, man, why would he say that? Why would he say that to his fighter? What did he say? Somebody sent me that. No, somebody sent it to me. Hold on. Somebody did send it to me. Hold on. Let me check my Yeah, somebody sent it to me. Hold on. So, here we go. Yeah, somebody sent that to me. Doggone, Eddie Hearn was like, look, man, you better not lose to this guy. You know, I don't want to lose the Oscar. You know, if you lose, I'll never speak to you again, or something he said. Here you go.
Respect Virgil Ortiz. I love Robert Garcia. Oscar De La Hoya's a plonker. And, you know, we got to make sure, and I'll be saying to Boots, we can't afford to lose that fight. I can't lose to that. No way.
We definitely
Boots,
ain't.
If you don't win that fight, I'll never talk to you again.
we ain't doing that, though. We won't do that. You know, like I said, the better the competition, the better I'm gonna be. And all Virgil do is go forward. Y'all know I love pressure fighters.
I just want to watch him fight Virgil Ortiz. Obviously, there's a lot of conversations with His Excellency, and we'll be moving forward to potentially make that fight. Last question, guys.
Eddie, what's a plunker?
All right. What word would you guys know? Just a prick, really. To be honest with you, do you know what I mean?
Oh, look up, hold on, bro. Like, why would you?
Really respect Virgil Ortiz. I love Robert.
Hold on, why would your promoter tell you that, bro? Did you see the look on his face? Hey, did you see the look on his face? He looking like, man, listen, man, I don't know that. Hold on, wait a minute now, hold on now. You know, based on now he said this at the post-fight press conference after the Karen fight, after the Karen Chukhadzhian fight. He like, hold on, wait a minute now, hold on now. Now, based on what I just saw now, and then, you know, heard what he said? He said, I respect Robert Garcia. He brought up Robert Garcia. The same man I brought up just now. He brought up Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia is the secret sauce in this whole thing. I'm like, man, you know, bro, why would your promoter say that to you right there at the press conference? He said it with trepidation too. He looked like, man, I don't know, man. This ain't like this how I took it. This how I took it. Man, I don't know, man. You know, man, I don't know. You ain't looking like I thought you were gonna look, dog. And maybe I was wrong. And you know, I've been getting the brace. All of my fighters been getting the brace beat off of them as of late. You know, with Oscar Della, we losing the match. Queensberry been whooping us up. You know, everybody been taking turns whooping my fighters. And I don't know, man. You know, the way you was getting, like the way you were getting hit tonight against Karen, you won the fight, but you can't afford to get hit with Virgil. Like this is like, bro, like why would your promoter say that, fam? Hold on. Look at the look on his face. Everybody was laughing, but Eddie Hearn wasn't laughing. He like, look, man, my nigga, you lose to him, I'll never speak to you again. He dead serious, dog. He dead serious. Hold on, I want y'all to see this, dog. For real, I want y'all to see this. Hold on.
Virgil Ortiz, I love Robert Garcia. Oscar De La Hoya's a plonker. And, you know, we got to make sure, and I'll be saying to Boots, we can't afford to lose that fight. I can't lose to that. No way.
We definitely
Boots,
ain't.
if you don't win that fight, I'll never talk to you again.
we ain't doing that, though. We won't do that. You know, like I said, the better the competition, the better I'm gonna be. And all Virgil do is go for it. Y'all know I love pressure fighters.
I just want to watch him fight Virgil Ortiz. Obviously, there's a lot of conversation.
Man, shit. Man, let's give everybody a round of applause. Man. Hey, Justin. Hey, Justin. Boy, you feel me, fam? You feel me? Bro, did y'all see how he was? Y'all see how he was looking? Hey, Tegra, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, hey, what you say, T5? You say Eddie sound like he got doubts about Boots. Yeah, man, listen, man, the man shaking like booty meat, man. Man shaking like booty meat, man, for real.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Bro, why would your promoter say that, bro? Did you see the look on his face? Everybody was laughing, but Eddie. Everybody was laughing, but Eddie. Eddie like, man, my nigga, you lose to him? Hey, you saw what he did to Super Del Matias? Did y'all see what he did to Super Del Matias? You guys do know when Super Del Matias left PBC, he signed with Matchroom. He signed with Eddie Hearn. Super Del Matias lost one fight in Puerto Rico. He lost his first fight under his Matchroom contract in Puerto Rico. Guess what Eddie Hearn did? He let him go. True. Eddie Hearn kicked him to the curb. He kicked him to the curb, dog, after one fight, dog. He lost his first fight. I'll holler at you. Pigs. He gave him the deuces. He gave him the deuces. You get what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, dog. Like, hey, listen, Boots was laughing and snicking and everybody was laughing. Eddie Hearn was dead serious, fam. He like my nigga, I ain't in love with you like that, fam. I ain't in love with you. You mess around and lose this fight. And cause I'm starting to wonder, is the Matchroom curse real? People keep talking about the Matchroom curse, and I'm rubbing my chin. I'm like, things that make you go, damn, Matchroom, all this fighter do be getting ahead. Well, outside of Bam. Now, Bam doing this thing. Outside of Bam and maybe a couple of other fighters, but for the most part, Bam coming through. Bam ain't even playing with him. You get what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, you get what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And what did say, Miss Connie? You said, I said that was a threat to Boots. Hey, Miss Connie, he was dead serious, though. The man wasn't laughing. Wasn't laughing at all. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I said what we got to do, we got to stop hyping these fighters up. Stop doing too much hyperbole. Stop listening to these YouTube channels because they get interviews and that's their favorite fighter because they're in the same city. Like, we got to, bro, I'm telling you, bro, that right there, cause we put too much pressure on these jitterbugs. These jitterbugs go to watching these videos. Then they go to reading these articles and they go to thinking that they that. And they really ain't that. They that be based on who they're fighting. They're that based on strategic matchmaking. Once you pull a cover back from that matchmaking, and this is why I respect what B. Norman Sr. said. He like, yeah, man, the matchmaking, man, like, everybody be fighting bombs. Everybody be fighting bombs, in the beginning.
But this bum is taking the easy matches, fighting other bums.
Now you just don't want to have a record of 30-0 and you got 28 bombs. You start out fighting bombs, every fighter do, whether Floyd, Oscar, whoever, right? But you don't want to be You don't want to be 30 and 0, 35 and 0, and you don't fought 34 and a half bombs, but everybody telling me you the next Roy Jones Jr.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches, fighting other bombs.
Everybody telling me you the next Sugar Ray Leonard, you the next Ray Robinson, you the next this, you the next that. And I'm like, no, we got to pump our brakes. These fighters, they the four kings. They the four kings. And I'm like, dude, the four kings was doggone Hearns, Hagler, Roberto Duran, and Sugar Ray. That's the four kings. Yep, we got the modern day four kings. There is no modern day four kings. There is no modern day four kings. Ain't no modern day Roy Jones. Ain't no Sugar. Ain't none of that. Ain't no Sugars. Ain't none of that. Ain't no Sugars. Ain't no Hitmans. Ain't no Hawks. Ain't no none of that. We got a new style of fighters, new crop of fighters. These dudes are not on those guys' level. Let's leave the past and focus on the present. Stop trying to compare these dudes to the past greats when these dudes ain't done a tenth of what the past greats did. True. Let these dudes, let their career wound down. Let's see how many top 10 fighters they fought. Let's see how many did they dominate the weight division. Let's see have they become undisputed. Let's see have they unified weight divisions. Let's see have they fought the top 10 guys and the best in their division. Let's see all of that first before we go to crowning these dudes. Cause y'all be crowning them because they got pretty white teethies. They got nice tattoos. They got a bunch of followers on Instagram and TikTok. Your favorite YouTube channel, you interview them all the time. Like he looked good. He fought Benny the Bear. He fought Hog Head Cheese. You saw what he did to Hog Head Cheese? Nigga, Hog Head Cheese was ranked number 155 in the country. He in the country, dog. Hog Head Cheese ain't fought nobody. Did you get what I'm saying? And y'all be hyping them up, dog. Y'all be hyping them up. Gotta stop hyping these niggas up, dog. You give everybody a round of applause. Shout out to the callers, man. Shout out to Jamie from New York. Hey, okay. Marcus from Compton. Hey, okay. Ron Boy Fresh, DC. Hey, okay. Martin from Oaktown. Hey, okay. James Lee from B-More. Hey, okay. Shout out to Mason from Flint. Hey, okay. Casino Light Prayers, ATL. Hey, okay. Quentin from Texas. Hey, okay. MB813, salute Tampa, stand up. Hey, okay. Two Rich Man from the ATL. Hey, okay. Yeah, man, like y'all be hyping them up. And then when the dude don't live up to your expectations, y'all want to say, oh man, he a bum, he ain't as good as we thought he was. No. He was the same fighter. For all of those who criticizing Boots, let me pump y'all brakes right here. Boots was the same fighter. Shout out to Flex BK. Boots was the same fighter he was before the Karen fight and after the Karen fight. The only problem is y'all built them up. And then you didn't know who Karen was. And see this what bit them in the ass. No Diddy. When Bozy and Boots was over there on the PBC side of the fence, they wasn't signed to the PBC. They wasn't signed to Showtime, but they was over there. They fought on all the PBC cards. They used to talk bad about Bud. They said Bud ain't, oh man, Bud, we want to fight him. Want to fight them, Bud. He ain't fought nobody. He fought David Avocado, David Avocado. Remember all those interviews they did on YSM? David Avocado, David Avocado, and all that stuff there, right? Because Bud is the whooping dog in boxing that everybody can come together to agree to hate on. Whether it's black, Mexican, white, or whatever, it doesn't matter, right? So now, Boots is getting finna get that same treatment. Because you sat there and tried to criticize a guy who's accomplished way more in his career than you will probably ever accomplish. And you use PBC talking points and I Hate Terrence Crawford YouTube channel talking points. Now, guess what? That shit coming right back to you now. Cause now, when you fight David Avocado, he ain't David Avocado no more. Y'all know his name now. Oh, that's David Avenesian. He's a tough competitor. But when Crawford fought him, he was David Avocado. Now, you fighting, oh man, he fighting them Eastern European fighters. Don't nobody know who they is. Now, when you fight Karen Chukhadzhian, that's why I call him Chukhadzhian. See, what I'm doing is, I'm sarcastically doing this. Because I'm throwing it back in their face. No. Now, when you fight a white fighter who don't nobody know from another country, Eastern European guy. Now we get to pick out his name. They don't like that. But when y'all was on the PBC side of the fence, y'all ran with that shit. That's what y'all was doing. You and Bozy. Now it's Karen Chukhadzhian now. David Avocado, Avasnesia, David Amnesia, Karen Chukhadzhian. Chukhadzhian did a lot better than everybody expected. So because they had you so high on the pedestal, and you didn't live up to those, even though you won the fight, but you didn't live up to their expectations. Because they was believing the fallacies. He the next Roy. He a switch hitter. He more athletic. He'll knock Crawford out. He'll knock this dude out. He'll beat that dude. Man, I'm trying to tell you. He'll mix between Roy and Sugar Ray and this and that. Twinkle Toes, Harlem Shake. That's what happened. So don't get mad at Boots. Get mad at yourself. True. You let yourself down. Boots didn't ask y'all to compare him to Roy or Bud or none of that. Y'all did that. So don't get mad at Boots. Okay? All praise due to Al Heyman.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and thank Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Hey, shout out to Jamie. Jamie say, Coach, I saw people sleeping in there, bro. They were sleeping? No, for real? Yeah, man, like y'all be hyping them up now. No. They got to take it now. This is what it is. Bud on his way out the door. He probably gonna be retired by next year. He on his way out the door. Now it's your turn now. Now you got to live up to that. They say you're Roy. Okay, we need to see Roy. They say you Sugar. We need to see Sugar. They say you Crawford 2.0. We need to see that then. Now the bullseye's on your back. If you was all of that, what Gillian Wallow and them niggas, the dudes who, I forgot the YouTube channel, what they be saying over the YouTube channel, if you are that, what they say you are, from this point forward, that's what motherfuckers gonna judge you by. You dissed it, now you have to take it. This comes with the territory. This ain't no male groupie stuff, this ain't no fanboy stuff, this is what it is. That's the reality of the situation. And when you don't live up to the hype, then people say what? You are a hype job. Hype job comes from when people hype you up and you don't live up to those hype expectations. When you don't live up to that, then they say, man, you're a hype job. True. I'm hearing all this Bruce Leroy stuff about dudes catching bullets with their teeth.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please.
Great fighter. So all I'm saying is this here: we got to stop crowning these fighters. Y'all stop. Listen. The worst thing you can do in today's boxing is compare these fighters to the greats. Let these young fighters' career go by, and once their career go by enough, then we can look back and reflect. And then we can say, you know what? Bam, okay. I see this and see that. I don't want to hear nothing about no eye test. I'm tired of you niggas talking about the eye test. Most of you niggas blind. True. The dudes talking about the eye test, nigga got cataract in one eye. He got sunscreen in another eye. You know, he got one eye cockeyed. He got a cockeyed eye over here. He got super glue in the cockeyed in the left eye, super glue in the right eye. But he passed the eye test. He passed the eye test in comparison to fighting whom? True. That's the most overrated word in boxing, that he passed the eye test. I'm tired of the eye test, dog. I'm tired of the eye test. I'm tired of these bullshit Superman stories. I'm tired of hearing about what a nigga did in sparring, this and that. Man, what's up? When all these dudes gonna fight each other? Because if you want me to look at your fighter like Roy or like Ray Leonard and all that stuff there, you better do what the Sugars did. You better do what Ray Leonard did. You better do what Hagler did. You better do what Hearns did. You better do what Roberto Duran did. You better do what Roy Jones did. You better do what they did. If you ain't doing what they doing, but you claiming the fame, based on what a male group of YouTube channels say, because you got people in the media who hyping you up, telling you sweet lullabies and making love to your earlobe, telling you stuff that you want to hear, hyping you up. Yeah, he passed it. I tell you, you see what he did to Poke Chop Willie? Nigga, that was Poke Chop Willie. Now, if he do it to Virgil Ortiz, if he do it to any of those other top guys up there, or if he do it to, hell, I would even say, if Brian Norman Jr. do it to Boots or vice versa, or any of those guys fight each other and they beat each other up and all that stuff there, then I want to see the conclusion. But I ain't sold on none. I ain't sold on none of these dudes on no hype, dog. I don't care nothing about the fans. I don't care nothing about the male groupies. I don't care nothing about none of that. I have an old school criteria, and I tell y'all, it is what it is. I'm not here to go along to get along. I'm here to call it the way I see it. We gotta stop putting the pressure on these young fighters. These dudes ain't that. I don't care how many times you say it. I don't care how many male group of YouTube channels make videos about it. I don't care how many times they yell and scream it in the chat. It doesn't change the reality of the situation. Until we see these dudes fight each other, I ain't trying to hear it, dog. True. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Booger Ray Leonard.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love me.
Yeah, nigga fought hog head cheese. Y'all holler about he the second coming of Jesus Christ.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Hey man, shout out to B Norman Sr., man. Shout out to B Norman Sr. Boy, they gonna be on this bumper. Listen, bro. If this leads to Boots and B Norman Sr. Jr. having a fight next year, it was all worth it. It was all worth it. If this leads to Boots and B Norman getting a fight next year, it was all worth it. Literally. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Shout out to Jamie, man. Jamie, salute to you, fam. It is what it is, man. So let's say a special prayer.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you another thing I'm tired of too. We automatically know who will win. Yeah, we don't need to see that fight. We automatically know he'll win. He'll whoop him. So they don't need to fight each other. It doesn't work that way. See, these old cresses, I'm gonna tell you something. These old cresses get on my goddamn nerve. It's the old cresses, dog. Like I'm really disappointed in the old crescent niggas, because these old crescent niggas, they have old crescent nigga logic. And a lot of times they be flawed in some of their logics. You get what I'm saying? They be prisoners of the moment. So people have a right to say what they want to say. The people in the comment section have spoken after Boots fought. I can literally, matter of fact, we're gonna do a part 2 of this show, and I'm gonna show you all of the comments. Forget what I say. I'm gonna just show you all of the comments. I just show you all of the comments. Simple as that. The people, the comments speak for itself. The people have spoken. Anyways, it is what it is. We got to say all praise to do. Oh, we already said all praise due to Al Heyman. Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
I'm gonna drop this interview tomorrow. As a matter of fact, we're gonna drop 4 parts of this interview. Cause we got so much stuff, you know what I mean? But shout out to B Norman Sr. We're gonna drop about 4 parts of this interview tomorrow. Let's give everybody a shout out in the chat. Shout out to, who else we got? Shout out to Texas 16 South. Salute, fam.
Hey, okay.
SP got beats.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Pauline.
Hey, okay.
Oh, you know what? Shout out to the sisters, man. I forgot about the sisters. Shout out to, can't forget about the Tenderonis. Shout out to Mimi24.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mo Easy.
Hey, okay.
Sheila from Cali.
Hey, okay.
The Duchess of Wisdom.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Sheila from Houston.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Goddess.
Hey, okay.
Passion for Beauty.
Hey, okay.
My sister Lisa Bells.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Sabrina Lee.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Miss Connie Stevens.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Chastity Thomas. Salute, sis.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Fissiana Fights.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Foodie.
Hey, okay.
Bless 365.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Miss Black Panther.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my sister Miss Parker.
Hey, okay.
North Omaha Stand Up. Shout out to Tila.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my sister Nick.
Hey, okay.
Fee from Duval County.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mika.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Amina.
Hey, okay.
Green Eyes P.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ebony 76.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Pretty 93.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Miss Felicia Williams.
Hey, okay.
Brandy Sweet Like Candy.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mo Easy.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the lovely La Jessica.
Hey, okay.
My sister Karma Serene.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Tia.
Hey, okay.
Kiki from Detroit.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Tagger the Gigi.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Summer in November.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Elena.
Hey, okay.
And shout out to Nate.
Hey, okay.
Let's get the Tenderonis, the PYTs, and the Honey Dips a round of applause. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. We had some fun, man. Shout out to my good brother, Dr. Umar Johnson.
If I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life, if I take your woman who never been out the United States a day in her life and take her with me, she spent a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. She's going to spend a week in Africa with King Kong Alicious. Do you think she ever coming back home to you? Let's just be honest. If I take her on a ride with the prince, do you really think she coming back home to you? I'm going to drink to that. Next Negro who hate, I'm going to snatch your chick.
Dr. Umar. Shout out to Dr. Umar, man.
Now, I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
We're gonna give everybody a shout out when we get back. Shout out to the Tenderonis, the PYTs, and the 100 Deals. Shout out to B. Norman Sr., man. Salute. Thank you, brother, for stopping by. I wanted to get Greg on, but I guess he left. I tried to find him in the chat. I did put the link out there, but it is what it is. Maybe next time. See you guys, man. I'm gonna give you guys a shout out as soon as we wrap this up. Hey, man, shout out to Schoolo.
Hey, okay.
Tagger the GG.
Hey, okay.
G5 from the Bronx.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to JC in the building.
Hey, okay.
My good brother Keith.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mr. Corey Bradley.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Cook and Reserve Senior.
Hey, okay.
MK Productions.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Kenneth Johnson.
Hey, okay.
Jamie from New York.
Hey, okay.
Jamal, salute, brother.
Hey, okay.
L. Harvey in the building.
Hey, okay.
Unlaced Shoes.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to, who else we have, fam? Well, I don't want to see the same name. I'm saying the same names. Shout out to JC.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to G5. What's going on, fam?
Hey, okay.
Dex 2024. What's up?
Hey, okay.
Let's see who else we got in the building, man. Shit. Shout out to Miss Chastity Thomas. How you doing, sis?
Hey, okay.
Bishop Bullwinkle.
Hey, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Fresh. He said Coach discussing with the eye test. Yeah, he passed the eye test. Hey, that's the most overrated word. That's one of them. Shout out to my brother Justin Watson.
Hey, okay.
Boy, that's one of the most. Yeah, he passed the eye test. And I'm like, pass the eye test against whom? What you mean against who? It don't matter. He passed it. and then when he lose, then y'all be like, goddamn, something wrong with my eyes. And winning and losing is a part of boxing. Winning and losing is a part of boxing. You get what I'm saying? It just temper it down a little bit. That's all.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
Hey, shout out to Body Key because I earned that right. Because I earned that right. When I was in the position, like me, when I was in the position, I can pick and choose who I want to. I say, oh God, here we go. There they go. You get what I'm saying? And bro, I be like, fam. I be like, hey, fam. And what my baby man say? What about Rocky Marciano?
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Goddamn, when he beat Joe Louis was 137 years old. Well, I think Rocky Marciano was 27, and Joe Louis was 37. I think Joe Louis was 10 years older than Rocky Marciano, if I'm not mistaken. And the crazy part about it, Rocky Marciano started boxing late. I think he turned pro at 25, if I'm not mistaken. 25 years old. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Let me see. We got right here. Yeah, don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace to the family, man. See you on the next one.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.